This is Cyberpunk RED, an hour and 13 minutes late with me from HTD and my very good friends. Oh, wait, when I do that, it actually shrinks this in the game, so I can't do that. And we're playing the Cyberpunk RED. Uh-oh. This is very loud in my ears, but...
Beta rules.
Yeah, the beta rules.
Yeah.
Is the music in the show, guys?
I don't hear the music.
Yeah, you don't on Discord?
No.
We're playing the Cyberpunk RED beta rules, available to a few people like myself, very, very fortunately, from our Talsorian games. I am going to try and figure out, what's going on here. Probably because I got rid of some sound devices. All of my sound settings are now screwed up. Yeah, it's a nightmare. It's just absolute hell. But I know what it is.
In a bubble.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Dude. Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
I love that idea. And as a matter of fact, this is like some real bougie sound and stuff. Why is device properties? That's really weird.
Yeah.
First off, I would never do that. I would absolutely never pay an intern in college credit. That's crazy. This is weird. Sound
This one
is...
What's the party scene like? Judging by the back wall, it's pretty good. A+.
Hold on a second. Why? Wait a second. All of a sudden now this is weird. I mean, this is just a Windows thing, but I can't figure out how to get to the thing. Oh, there it is. It was hidden underneath there. Okay. So if I turn that back on, it'll show up, and I can set you to... You are actually going to the right place. But for some reason, I'm not hearing it? That's weird. Oh, Jesus motherfucking Christ.
Audio is good, though?
Okay, there we go.
Oh, sounds good.
Okay, gamers, players who are in the Discord, can you hear the music looping into your headphones now?
I mean, it's irrelevant.
It sort of is. It's not much to it, but it is in the show, I think, or at the very least I have the ability to get it into the show. Oh, you know why? Because I rebooted my computer. Right, yeah, of course. That's the fix there. I just have to join the chat room. You know what, guys? I'm so sorry that you're watching me build this show. I feel like I'm laying that old gag about laying down the rails from the front of the train. It's from The General, the classic, Buster Keaton gag. He invented that. I feel like I'm building the railroad as I ride the train all the time. It's wonderful. In all truth, in all of its bougie glory, have I considered would I hire, if not for COVID-19, would I hire a full-time personal assistant at this point? Yes. I absolutely would. I would do it tomorrow. I would have done it 5 days ago. Okay. Bob Ross. Yep. Oh, he's got like a live team. Yeah, dude, it's insane. I mean, I'm not at that point yet. You actually, I mean, like, there's a lot of... Look, man, there are so many hours in a day. Like, I know this sounds like ridiculous, but like, it's true. Like, there's only so many hours in a day. We have 22 viewers. My God. Also, Rubin's camera went out.
3.
Yeah, it did. OBS Ninja. It's probably just lag. Unfortunately.
Yeah, why is Ari David glitching?
That'll happen sometimes locally. That won't.
Mhm.
That's on your end. So we're using a different thingy right now. Oh, interesting. Can I? Okay, I'm in. Yeah, no, I see you there. I don't know why you're. Maybe it could be actually my own fault. Hold on a second. I mean, there's. So, oh boy. Well, I mean, honestly, I've seen Matt Colville cancel streams on a fairly regular basis due to like, hey, the hardware's not working again, so streams off. Sorry, guys. And it's very frustrating for everybody when it happens. I don't know why Ari David is not showing up in our Ari Rubin is not showing up in our show right now. That's really kind of weird. Like at all. No, it's just. I mean, like your signal is working fine to me. I'm just gonna re-import you into the show. I don't know. Maybe something weird happened here. Oh, and everybody's gonna get to see this happen now, I guess. Yep, there you are. Everybody's gonna watch me build this in pretty much
Nice.
real time. Yep. This is how it happens. You do it and move things
Front to
around,
back.
and then
Mhm.
it sticks. And then I'll turn that one off because I think there was audio. Whoa, 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 whoa!
Wait, what were you watching on Twitch? Channel 3.
I was watching T-Pain on Twitch. He builds beats and like talks about stuff. Somebody like gifted him a bunch of bits, which I assume is like money.
A bit is a penny.
Okay, they gave him a lot of bits, like a lot.
Yep.
And he had to stop and said, "Guys, I'm already super rich. Don't give me more money."
I mean, that's a fair
Like,
statement from him,
This
right?
this is not my money-making scheme to be on Twitch. This
Yeah.
this is to connect with everybody and show you things that I'm working on. Don't give me more money. You gave me enough with I'm in love with the stripper. I'm good.
I don't actually know T-Pain's music.
I'm in love with the stripper.
I'm not familiar.
She grinding that pole and
I mean, I'll just tell you I'm familiar, and we'll move on.
Okay.
It's nothing against T-Pain. I'm not familiar. I have to be honest. I don't know.
I like the way you say his name, T-Pain.
To pain.
Mr.
Hello,
T-Pain.
T-Pain.
Hello, Mr. T-Pain. All right. Well, we're up to 56 viewers again. So is everybody's? And I gotta switch inputs on these monitors. There's not enough monitors in the world, guys. There's just not. I need to buy 5 more monitors, I think.
What
All
about
right.
to get the holographs?
Holograms?
Holograph. What did I say? Holograms? Yeah, like the holograms. Where like
Yeah.
Tony Stark this thing. You know?
Okay, so everybody who always asks, I'm drinking one of those coffee old fashions tonight because I had previously quit coffee for a week to see if it would help with the throbbing in my head that I experience on an unending basis. It didn't help with that. It just made me miserable and a shitty person. So after a week or so of being off of coffee, I'm back on it. So I'm celebrating with a coffee old fashioned.
Nice.
Okay, guys, let's just get back into the game for the love of God, for the love of all that is holy. A little bit late, and that's fine. It is what it is. So where did we leave off? We left off last week with an amazing feat of corporate legerdemain. Branton Whiteford and his secretary Ruth convinced Nero to ship 31 kilos of raw, uncut Empire to a safe house of his choosing for the purposes of expanding distribution. Essentially, single-handedly solving one of the objectives of the job you are to pull. Within 12 hours, you will have secured the supply of 30 kilos that was part of the job completion requirements. The other task, of course, is to destroy their facility by any means necessary. And your handlers equipped you with I think 4 or 5 pounds, or 5 kilos, I should say, of C5 cyber explosives to that effect. You have done preliminary reconnaissance on the Neo Brownstone that the Bronze are holed up in over here in the combat zone, and also, by the way, I'm going to put this in chat right now. I had this. I don't have any vision in that scene. I have to change that. That's okay. I can do that while I talk. And so you've done some preliminary reconnaissance on the situation there. You have looked at the building. You have token vision is off. Global illumination is on. Fog exploration is off. Darkness level is 0. Okie dokie. All players. Save changes. So all players, if you look at the top toolbar of Foundry Virtual Tabletop, you'll see a Night City 2045 tab. And if you click that, it should take you to a visible map of Night City. That is the map of Night City that will be in Cyberpunk RED. I was hesitant to use it in our game because I'm not supposed to share stuff from the book. But then our Talsorian tweeted this the other day, and this is literally what they tweeted. I just downloaded it and copied it. So that is the map of Night City as it stands in 2045. It's we can talk about where you're at physically right now if you guys want, but I don't think it's really super important at this point. I just thought that you would want to have that, and there it is. So, yeah. So, how do you want to proceed? You also had an encounter. The rabbit had an encounter with a rival of hers. What's that feller's name again? I'm trying to remember.
Ethan or something.
Alfie Barrett.
Alfie
Barrett.
He's like Ninja Solo.
Yeah. Alfie Barrett.
Right? He has like a full.
Yeah, he's
like
like Snake Eyes, man. He's like yeah.
We don't know what he looks like.
Yeah, and he spoke with a voice mod that I have disconnected at present because it was potentially the thing I thought was causing problems with audio, but now I realize it's not, and I'll have it on for next week. But I'm not going back now. Anyway, I keep wanting, like, my fingers want to adjust the size of this window, but it messes up the show because of the way things are.
Don't do it, man.
I know. I think that
I say maybe try it?
You guys can't see it, but in the show it looks stupid if I adjust the scale of that. There's probably a way to make it so that it won't matter if I do that, but I don't care. Oh my god. So what do you guys want to do? Are we just gonna... It's the middle of the night. If I'm not mistaken, it's... Oh no, it's the next morning. It is, like, you guys had your meeting for breakfast. It was 8:30 in the morning at a bombed out abandoned diner in the combat zone. And so that is secured, and sometime over the remaining day, the delivery will be made to Medusa Jones's safe house. I'm assuming, Branton, you clued her in on that. Also, Branton, you passed some insider trading information on to the people at Lopido Tech, to whom you owe a life debt.
Correct.
Yep.
Also, you're
Lopido
forgetting about the
Serotech.
fact that there is I actually put up trade secrets, and I gave them to an escrow.
That's right. I did forget.
Third party of my choosing.
That's right.
rolled and I won to
about
choose the escrow company, and the escrow company happens to be Mr. fucking Friend.
So do you need to, like, I think that what you have to do, though, is you have to register the company, Mr. Friend Escrow Services LLC or something, to make that legally, like, to make that fly. But that's totally something that is within Ruth's purview, and also your agent can help with that. Your agent is your light AI smartphone that the setting gives you. I was reading recently again about what that thing can do. It's kind of crazy. It's one of the, and this is just like this is an aside. This is a soliloquy about Cyberpunk. One of the things that's hard with Cyberpunk for me, and the map just broke in the show, and I don't know why.
Yeah, it's super tiny.
It's not a big deal. There's nothing. I know that's an NDI issue, and we're not going to use NDI next week, I think. But one of the issues with Cyberpunk for me is like that. It is. It's hard to fit in your head all of the implications of the setting at the same time. like, and to remain true to that. Like, every single one of you is walking around with an advanced, from our perspective, AI agent in your pocket that like can mimic your voice and knows how you would respond to phone calls and like can answer the phone for you and be like, yeah, I'm busy, I'm not available, and like the person on the other, and people's agents call each other and they don't necessarily like, and they make plans on behalf of them that you have these plans that your computer made for you, and that like, yeah, I did want to do that. Why did it know I wanted to do that? Because of predictive algorithms.
It's an algorithm.
Yeah. And so like, it's hard as a person who's trying to run a setting that's built on technology like that, where it's like, how the fuck do you do all of this? How do you?
Well, you just make you abstract it and like let us use common vernacular. We understanding that the agents are intermediaries.
Right. Yeah, that's fair too. But then you have to, every once in a while you got to pause and give a nod to that, because you lose the flavor of the setting. You know, every limb can be replaced with a better than the original replacement. You know, like how does that affect everything? So I don't know. There's like a lot of. I think my mic is a bit hot. I'm seeing some.
But it's awesome that they put the like, what is it, cyberpsychosis?
Well, cyberpsychosis. Yeah, that's a very important part of the game.
Right? How
Hammer Spaceman is in his house.
Drop into you.
Hammer Spaceman.
Yeah, but if you go too far, if like
shout out to my boy,
start putting too much metal in you, like you just go absolutely crazy.
Yes. The act of lopping that body.
That's my boy.
I don't know
right
what that
there,
is. There's a mental disorder
man.
where people like lay down on train tracks to get their arms amputated and stuff because it's not their arm; it belongs to a different body. That's the sensation of it. But like that aside, the act of removing a limb for the purposes of becoming better than the human that you are is a act that is so dehumanizing that it causes cyberpsychosis. The act of like, you know, I'm going to give away pieces of my brain to replace it with like a cyber audio suite. That will fuck you up. Like that fucks you up as a living.
I mean, like all we have to do is I mean, we really need to highlight some of the clips, make a highlight of Trey.
Yeah.
To really talk about cyberpsychosis.
People.
Hammer Spaceman, thank you so
My
much
good friend.
for your gifted subs. You really do make you are the grease of the wheels that this train is riding. Was it just me? Were we live yet when I was talking about the sensation of being on a train and building the track as it's running? That's what this is.
Yeah.
I think so. Yes.
Okay. So what do you guys want to do? It's the morning. How do you want to handle the situation currently?
Well, where are the we get the drugs and we know that they're in the safe house, then we can like I geared up because I went in there and I tried to hack into their network and they had some major ice and it destroyed my one weapon program outright. So I went and bought a boatload of more like weapon programs, and I think we're ready to just go in and fuck them up. The game plan we had talked about was trying to open the door of the roof and go down from the roof into the basement.
Yep.
Like down a stairwell, hopefully.
Yep.
And we have explosives. And the explosives were going to... like our remote switch was going to be circumvented by someone else's when we were going to get fucked over. But Cassandra found it and de-rigged it. And now we have just regular explosives. So now we can blow some shit up. I think I'm remembering everything correctly.
Yeah, and I think we might want to wait until we know that the drugs we need are out of the house and on their way to our safe house before we go running in and blowing this place up.
No, I feel like
Medusa Jones never told us who
we don't.
The client was.
We were Mr. Friend got suspicious of.
We were led to believe it was Medusa.
Oh, sorry. Yeah.
So it could be Dring trying to cover tracks so that they don't ever get caught, like, because basically what we're doing is we're stealing a really popular street drug, shutting down and crippling its production, giving enough sample to Dring, who is a corporation that's failing, and then they're going to take that drug, market it, and sell it.
Yeah.
That's what's happening, is that we're taking a drug and we're making it legal through murder.
Yeah.
Just so we're perfectly clear of what's happening right now.
You've put it together.
And if anybody needs that explanation in character, Mr. Friend is happy to explain it just like that.
Oh, I'm taking copious notes on this. I'm collecting receipts.
Yeah.
Good, great. Collect receipts, buddy. Everything's on the grid, man.
So, you have... Ari, you bought... That's right. I remember you rolled a 1 for your Streetwise, and you bought... I
bought
3
three
copies of
swords.
Yep.
Yeah. I got 3 swords, and I deslotted my boosters, so all I have is defensive and offensive stuff.
You're ready for combat.
I'm coming in ready to fuck some shit up. Yeah, I want to break into their system as hard as I can, get as far, as close to the data node as I possibly can, and see how much I can take control and turn against the people inside. Because it worked out. I mean, I got fried, but it worked out pretty good in the nightclub with Trey.
Yep.
Just saying.
Okay. So is the plan tonight then? Is that the plan? Or are you going to try and hit him?
Yeah, I think we want to do recon during the day.
Yeah.
And figure out how we're, what our approach, if our approach is going to change at all. Because I don't know what Zero and Brenton were going to do, because last time we were trying to bust into the place, Brenton and Zero were off doing something else, and it was Cassandra and Rabbit who were going to just go barreling in.
Right.
So I don't know what Brenton and Zero, do they want to just go down or the stairwell, or do they want to do what they did last time? Because why not try the same trick twice? Do you want to create a diversion and draw as much of the gang outside of the building as possible while we run in?
I think that is the best plan.
And then, make sure that whatever your distraction is involves a car so you can get away. If you need to move. Because there are a lot of them, those bronze guys.
Yeah.
And they're fucking psychos selling drugs.
Let's
I know everybody's at home is why is that map looking like that? I'm working on I'm trying to fix the map here.
And do you think that we should we can cause quite a ruckus outside, down the street. Maybe we could call the cops. Narc.
No, because this is a combat zone. Remember that this area is a bombed out, fucked up area of Night City.
Are extremely unlikely to come out
here. This isn't about cops. This is just about getting them out.
Well, we don't care if they die.
No,
and really,
I just have an idea. Hold on, Zero.
Yo.
Why don't you? They've got a real rivalry with the gang on my turf, the Steel Serpents or whatever, right? Is that what they're called, Greg? What?
The South Steel.
South Steel. Can we spread a rumor that they're talking shit and get them to fight? Have other people fight our battle for us. You got influence.
Put it in the zine.
Let's see. Who's got the Empire? The Bronze.
We do.
Well, we have enough Empire now, and we can just fuck the Bronze up.
Yeah.
Okay. Well, why don't? Oh.
You could just blame it all on them, because we don't want them coming back at us.
I got an idea. What do we do? All right. We know
you're thinking.
We know where the Empire is. All right. We know it's in this building.
The remaining stockpile, yes.
The remaining stockpile, again, we already achieved the part where we got.
Yeah, but we got to take it down. So
yeah, we do. That we do.
Why don't
has to blow it up?
Why don't I try to make nice with Looks at Null Point? He's my buddy, the guy who wants to kill me in the South Steel gang. Why don't I give him the tip? If the South Steel goes in there and takes out the bronze, then they
I feel like you're just repeating exactly what I said. That's Mr. I'm sorry.
But like this
Mr.
Frick guy.
But it was Zero's idea.
So to be clear, you're just gonna do the thing that I said in the beginning, right?
Well, yeah.
But wait a minute.
Okay, good.
Yeah. Zero's idea sounded better.
This takes out the gang, but it doesn't take out the building. I mean, really, we'd be transferring the operation to a different gang.
No. Like
no, then we blow them all up.
They're gonna have a gang fight,
right.
And while they're having a gang fight,
we
still plant the explosives and blow the fuck up. I feel we're just drawing the gang out so that there are people that aren't us getting shot at.
I feel like they might turn their building into more of a fortress. If they know another gang's coming after them, they're going to want to protect what's most important.
What we do is we spread the rumor that that South Steel stole a bunch of their shit. We draw them out.
I don't know.
Look, Zero's got Paul.
I think we give South Steel the tip that. Yeah. I think we give South Steel the tip that we know where the empire is coming from, and that they're.
Is that public knowledge, Greg? Do people know where the empire's coming from, or would that be hotly contested?
The physical location of the Bronze's headquarters is semi-public knowledge. They don't advertise it, but they do throw parties there. It's not like a secret facility or something like that,
right?
And certainly everybody knows that only the Bronze has empire,
right? So I think the best plan is, rather than bring South Steel to the Bronze, is to get the Bronze out of their fortress and hit them while they're away.
Mm-hmm.
And we do that by getting them pissed off at somebody else, so they need to get a war crew together. I'm saying we need to incite a gang war that we're not involved in, so that we can go pull our heist off.
Let me start writing up a let me start writing up a post for the what the hell is the internet called here?
The Garden.
The Garden. Let me start writing up a post for the Garden.
The Digital Garden.
Please.
But we still
the Silver Serpents, the Shadow Snakes, says Pickle Fish Soup.
We still get to blow up the building, right?
Oh, we're blowing it up.
Oh yeah, yes, definitely. There's an explosion happening.
So Anthony, that is credibility. Is your ability for that?
Yeah, and it's special for me.
It is, and whether or not this is believed is a roll. So we're gonna have to figure out exactly what it is you have to roll. Credibility media. Okay. So, publishing stories. So you have a rank 4. You can get access. So let me read this really quickly, because this is... So essentially, guys, every single one of these character classes has a small mini game and its own subset of rules, and expecting me to memorize them all is inhuman. So I'm going to read through this real quick. Access believability is how well a story or expose goes over with your audience. Okay. Impact. Credibility. More likely people are believe something. You will roll 1d10 based on your believability when you publish a story anytime you want to find out whether an individual or group believe your story. Based on when you publish a story at any time. Okay. If your story contains even a single piece of verifiable evidence that is easily understood by the masses, the chance your audience will believe it is 1 higher. If it contains more than 4 distinct verifiable pieces of hard evidence, the chance that your audience will believe it is 2 higher. These 2 bonuses stack together for a maximum of 3. Luck cannot be spent on a believability roll. Impact is how much change any individual story or revelation you publish has on your audience. For example, a story about an unfair economic practice at the incremental level might get a few local... Anyway, so the important thing to note here is that the South Steel reads your work. Otherwise, Luke Nullpoint would never give a shit about what you write. So that is your audience. We can't say for sure about anybody else. You have a rank of 4... which means you have access and sources amongst gang honchos, minor politicians, corporate execs, well-known persons in the neighborhood. Your audience. You're well-known as a contributor on the local scream sheet or data pool. You have a believability. So your believability is 3 out of 10. That means you're going to roll a d10 and hope to get a 3, a 2, or a 1 on the roll in order for your story to be bought, so to speak. And the impact of story that you write at this level could change created has a direct effect. Local small-time bad guys get arrested or thrown out of power. Justice is served. A gang war is declared. Like, that's totally within your purview to do as a media, as a writer. So the question is, do you guys have a way to gin up some believable intel to back this thing up to make it that much easier? Because if you had even 1 verifiable source, it goes up to 4 out of 10. And if you had 4 verifiable sources or bits of information, and obviously they're lies because you're making this up, but they would still be verifiable. Even a lie can be verifiable. If you had a 4, that's a 6 out of 10 chance that your story is accepted by basically everybody. That's a huge bonus that you kind of want to try and hit for this role. So let's talk that out. What can you guys do to create, in Spycraft, they would call this a legend, a very believable lie that makes it seem like... What was the goal here? That you're trying to make make what's it called?
We're trying to get the Bronze pissed at South Steel.
I'm trying to get the Bronze pissed at South Steel,
so that they leave.
Okay.
Their base, and it will be less defended when we go in. Like, there's still obviously going to be people inside. They're not all going to go running out like clowns into a car, but like. But we can thin things out a bit, get things to a slightly more level playing field, and I mean,
okay. Well,
so
I can
that's
think
it.
of a few ways that you could even do that in a way that's not even lying. But I'm not going to. I feel weird about handing that to you.
No. I'm trying to think of it. I'm trying to think of it right now.
You guys are all together, by the way. The whole party is present for this conversation.
Well, yeah. I do jobs for South Steel. Don't I do runs for them?
That before.
I think that it happens. I think it's more just that like you live on their turf. And they consider you to be a friendly. Not so much that...
Got it.
Yeah.
No. No, that's fine.
They're the jocks to like... You're their chosen nerd. That's how that...
Mr. Friend embraces that. He absolutely likes being this gang's tech support.
As a guy who's been someone's chosen nerd once or twice, it isn't bad.
No. I've been there in real life. Like... He's more than happy to like help them out, but the point is I'm on good terms with them.
Yeah.
There is a way we can tell them that like, yo, I heard the Bronze talking shit about you.
But you're trying to get the Bronze pissed at the Steel, so the Bronze go out on an attack.
Yeah.
Yeah, but at least
maybe we spread the rumor at the same. How do we spread the rumor?
I'm going to make a suggestion that would occur to your character. Okay, what if Zero tracked down Luke Nullpoint for a one-on-one interview, in which you say you lead him with some questions about like, what do you think about the Bronze saying all this shit about you personally, and you get him on the record.
Yeah. Trick him into an interview where he talks smack.
Yeah.
Like, twist it. Ask him questions like, oh, man, the Bronze I was up doing that Empire, and the Bronze, they said some fucked up shit. They said South Steel's weak. They say it bends. They say it rusts. They say they ain't chrome. Like,
Yeah. So I think that's the plan, because what we got to do, we got to plant the seed. And man, Ari, you're looking like max headroom.
yeah, I'm cool with it.
That's a local situation that will happen. The way that OBS Ninja, by the way, for those of you who are just real quick shout out to everybody, all the machinery that is making this show possible. Our virtual tabletop is Foundry Virtual Tabletop. If you need a virtual tabletop, it is fucking phenomenal. They don't pay me to say that. I like it a lot. It's really great. You can do anything with it. The mechanics, it can run any game. Users create the systems that are on it, and Gerdefall is the user who has, I hope I pronounced his name right. Gerdefall made the Cyberpunk RED system machinery that we are using. And our communications this week, for the first time, are being handled by OBS Ninja, which is an open source bit of a mazecraft created by a guy named Steve, who might be watching right now. And it's way better than Skype, but it is also it's a bit hackermanish, so it's got some weirdness to it. But it's I mean, honestly, so far, I think I'm going to check this later. I bet that this is significantly better and closer to in sync than our audio and picture has ever been using Skype. It's better for me because it instead of, this is very technical, Skype gives me one audio channel for all the voices. OBS Ninja gives me a separate audio channel for everybody. It's pretty great.
Say it again.
So that helps me a lot. I can set different compression ratings, and some of these people are very loud. I can turn them down or up, etc., etc. All right, and also this stuff here that's on my cool ass collar was made by I think it's Starfire Armory or Starside Armory. Starside Armory, which is on Etsy. Buy one if you have cyberpunk needs. Okay, it's a very specific thing. All right. All right, back to the game. I'm sorry about that. I just wanted to get those shout outs in there while there was some people watching. Oh,
do I
Ant's camera has gone full cyberpunk. Oh no, that was Ari's camera. Yeah, that'll happen once in a while. Steve was telling me that there's some kind of a string I can execute to fix that. So you're gonna track down Luxa for a one-on-one sit down, and that is one piece of verifiable evidence in kicking off this gang war. Do you guys have any thoughts about how you could come up with 3 more?
Okay, so we have to come up with 3
You'll have
more.
To. I'm just suggesting.
Yeah, that'll help us though. So
No.
Ari,
This is
Rubin,
good.
you're muted.
He looks so mad.
He should. I'd be furious. I hope he's intentionally muted and not just having a problem.
Oh no.
Son of a bitch.
Going down.
Oh man.
He's refreshing. He's just refreshing or something.
Can you hear me now?
We can.
Hey, all right. Here's my idea. I'm going to just spray paint fuck the bronze on outside, and Ant can and Zero can interview me. Why you hate the bronze?
Why? Who are you in relation to South Steel?
What do you mean?
You're some corp.
No, but
You're literally a fucking suit.
I'm a spray painter guy. I'm a spray paint boy. I'm a sprayer.
You're
I'm a
suit
sprayer.
on holiday with a spray paint can. No one's gonna take you serious.
I love
Hold on, man. We gotta. There's something I can do for sure.
Can you mess with the?
I can spam some shit into their network virus-wise in the name of South Steel.
In which network? On the Bronze's network.
Or how about can you just like leak stuff out of their network to make it look like they're weaker than they are?
It's actually easier for me just to go in and fuck shit up.
You did download a log file, if I'm not mistaken, yes?
Oh, I did, yes.
Yeah.
Can I search the log file for anything useful?
It's just a register of who's accessing the network, minute, by minute, or subsample by subsample, I suppose. So it's a very long file of just timestamps and users. Nero is in there a lot, almost continuously. So that's one thing that you should be aware of, is that Nero is in that system at almost all times.
Anyone prominent in there?
Now, is Nero a netrunner of any capacity? Do I know this?
Nero is the gang leader that Ari met with via hologram.
Okay.
She's the leader of the Bronze.
Hey,
Right.
Mr. Friend, let me look at these logs with you. All right? Are there any? Let's just peruse this for a few minutes. Are there any prominent names in here? People who?
Well, Nero's the biggest name on there.
Well,
Beyond that,
Nero's a big name that we expect to find in there. I'm talking about anyone who wouldn't want to be known that they're in there.
So there's not, because just so that we are clear, networks are, think of it more like a localized mainframe with multiple terminals. That's really what it is. It's not an internet. Nobody can remote in from far away. It is extreme. It should be in almost all cases exclusive to the structure of the building that it's in. Something like a citywide data net, like the Garden or something like that. It's hardwired all over the city. And then if there was another network somewhere, it's not on the same lines. It's on separate lines. It's on separate signals, because everything is air-gapped. Everything is air-gapped. There is no internet. These are all intranets.
Right. But what I'm saying is, is there a councilman who's coming here to use their net?
No.
Okay, so there's no scandal we can bring up here.
No, and I don't think that let me think about this for a second. Would there be? I have to answer the question because I've never considered before. Is there anything in their network that would be of interest to anybody? Would there be any reason for someone who is visiting the fucking safe house to be on their network? I don't think so.
Or is it like a? Do people know who the members are? Would it be a problem for them if we leaked these guys, if we doxed basically these guys?
There's only 3 names in there.
Oh, okay.
What are the 3 names?
It's Nero, and then the other one is it's
the other 2.
There's another one is Spooge Monkey. It's its name. Nero,
cool, nice.
Spooge Monkey, and Wrencher are the 3 names that show up in there.
Okay.
Can we sow any sort of discord by leaking this file?
I don't see how, but I'm open to suggestion.
All right.
So you said Spooge Monkey and Wrecker?
Wrencher. Nero, Spooge Monkey, and Wrencher.
Cool. Is there a way? I'm trying to figure out how I can falsify information that makes it look like a couple, maybe Spooge Monkey or Wrencher is going to defect.
Yeah, I'm thinking about that too. I'm looking at net running right now, and I want to see how Cloak works, because if Cloak permits you to pretend to be a different user, the ability to hide traces of your presence and any virus you left in the architecture using a net action, the Pathfinder DV for another netrunner to overcome your cloak and discover your actions is equal to the cloak check you made to create the cloak after leaving their virus. So I'm going to just say that it is of an increased difficulty. So it's going to, you can spoof another user on this network at a -4 to your roll for cloak.
Okay.
Why do we even need to do that? Can we insert into the log file other users?
The log file is just going in and out. It's not conversation. If I can dupe as this guy,
yeah,
I can talk as him and say whatever incriminating shit I want to say. If Nero's on the network, I can say it right to her fucking face.
Yeah, but why don't we just make a fraudulent file and release it publicly?
You're
Classic
thinking about
journalist.
the 2 media. Yeah, you're thinking about this 2 media, man. I don't care about the rest of the city. I want Nero outside fighting South Steel.
Well, I mean, that could get Nero out. What we got to do is we got to get people to believe it. If Nero believes there's a threat, we could draw Nero out.
One thing you could do is if you had the ability, and I don't know how we would get this. I'm just saying these are things that you would think is if you could enter that network somehow with the appearance of being a netrunner from South Steel and create the illusion that South Steel themselves are attacking their network, then that would certainly alert the Bronze to South Steel, and it would create tension there.
All right, I think I gotta get this interview with Luke's Null Point before we go much further.
Yep, we can do that really quickly. Yeah. And if you guys, players, if you guys want to start coordinating your next move in the background by text or something like that, and you can update us on what comes of it in a moment, we're going to do that now. So you and Luxa, you track down Luxa. It's, let's say it's 12:30 in the afternoon. He's just finished having his kibble, and he's hanging out with a couple of his buddies down, where are they at? They're down... They're hanging around the University District, actually. And so you run into them on the street. And he kind of nods at you and said, "Oh, it's you, Zero. How's it been, friend?"
Not great, man. We got a problem. I need your help to fix it.
You need my help.
I need your help, man. This is about you. I did what you asked me to, man, but you got to listen to me. They're not buying it. I'm hearing through my back channels that they think you planted the story about something ancient that everyone forgot about, and now they're talking about you again. So I think I got to get you on the record, and you know who's saying it? Bronze is saying it. So I think we got to get you on the record to get this out of the open. I'll get the exclusive interview with you, and I know you're just a I know you got the reputable title of gang booster. What's his thing? Whatever the thing is, but this is not what I'm saying. This is not what I'm saying to him. I just forget the word.
He's in a booster gang. He's a member of a booster gang.
Yeah, yeah. But I mean, like Luska, look at man. If we put this interview in the right channels, then I think you might we can bump you up a few notches here. You get to be a bigger cheese, and when we collectively rid ourselves of a bronze problem here, and then everyone will forget about that old story.
You're telling me that the bronze has been who's talking about me at the bronze?
Well, it starts at Spooge Monkey.
Yeah, the names that you guys would know at this point are Spooge Monkey, Meat Stick, the Wrench / Wrencher, and Nero. Spooge Monkey, he says. I never even heard of Spooge Monkey. What the fuck is that guy?
Well, Spooge Monkey's heard of you, and Spooge Monkey thinks you ain't shit.
So you got to roll for me. I need to see a roll of your ability to speak. I need to see. You got to roll. What is the thing that you've got to roll?
Social skills?
Probably. It's a social skill, that's for sure. But which one is it as I scroll? Bribery, interrogation, trading order.
Conversation or persuasion?
I actually take your pick. I think both apply. Persuasion, I would have to look it up. But
I'm not necessarily trying to get him to do anything right now.
Yeah, but you are trying to convince him. Hold on a second. I'm going to look up, I guess, social skills. Conversation is extracting information from people, alerting them with careful conversation. The subject will tell you. So conversation is extracting information.
Okay.
For people without alerting them with careful conversation. It's extracting information from people without alerting them that you're extracting information from them. That's conversation. Persuasion is persuading or influencing. So you're definitely persuading, and it's a persuasion roll.
All right. $17.
That's pretty good. Luxa would roll to resist. Humor perception, I think, and I actually think that's fine. So you win. So he says, so Spooge Monkey's Spooge Monkey's talking about me, huh? Well, let me tell you what I know about Spooge Monkey. And he goes on to tell a very long story that he's clearly making it up on the fly, but it's coming from his own lips. He's telling you about how I heard that Spooge Monkey, that I don't know what he would say that I can say on this stream that I want to have recorded. But he does all those things, and it ends with him saying that, like, and I'm gonna kill him. I'm gonna kill Spooge Monkey, and you could fucking print it. I'm gonna rip his fucking head off, and then I'm gonna make a belt buckle from his fucking tongue. That's what I'm gonna do. And then his buddies give him like a real slow, like slip me some skin, bro, because he's with a couple of guys.
I'm gonna be Luxa. You know they make the Empire, right?
Yeah, everybody knows that.
Everyone knows that. All right, and you know where it is, right?
I've never been there, but I've been around.
Okay, but I'm telling you, you know when it's there's a time regularly when that stash is practically unguarded. You three alone at this downtime, you
This
catch
is
them at
your
the right
brain
time.
talking. You're trying to get the Bronze to leave to attack South Steel, not the other way around.
Yeah, I was curious where you're going with that, man.
All right.
Send them in, and we're gonna be the ones in there.
All right. Look, Skip. I think this is going to do great things for us.
Hey, man, I read your article, and I think that I appreciate the effort, and I got my eyes on you. And make sure that that Spooge Monkey, whatever his name is, knows I'm gonna fucking kill him.
Oh, he'll know that.
Make sure.
I'll make sure, man.
Okay. So that went well. Players who have been discussing in the background now, what have you been discussing? I've been trying to follow the chat, but that you've got on the back channel chat here going, but doing so while also role playing, it's impossible.
You need a team.
I gotta have a team. Can I get a team?
I think the chat was away. It looks like I can only see up to 2 minutes ago.
That's okay. I'm asking the players.
All right, no. So I'll sum it up.
Wait, do we have to tell him?
Yes.
Can't we just do it?
No, he has to be a little prepared.
A little prepared is nice.
He has to vaguely know what we're doing. So the plan is that when we do the run, I'm going to get roof access. They are going to go down through the stairwell, hopefully into the basement, plant the bomb. And the idea is Cassandra is the priority. Rabbit covers Cassandra.
Yeah, she's got all
Zero
the
and Breton cover Rabbit. And the four of them go down there, make sure she plants it. She will signal over our radios that we have when she has, and I'll evac off the roof, which is where I will be, because I will be doing the same thing I did in the last fight, which is trying to hack their network and take over their security and stuff.
The one thing
I hope I sound all right. I know I look like crazy Max Headroom shit.
No, you sound fine, and I think in the show you're fine too.
The one thing I want to bring up is I do not think that Zero and Branton should come with us. I think it should be the two of us that infiltrate it. And if
look, this is gonna be a clusterfuck.
Yeah, but we have our escape.
Even if we thin the herd,
mm-hmm.
And he looks for the briefest of moments at Zero, and Brenton goes, "Look, you need a little bit of meat shielding."
Well, see, I think our best bet is for Cassandra and I to just sneak down there. I feel like we have a much better chance of getting down there undetected if it's just the two of us. If the two of us do happen to get caught,
if the two of you get caught at all, you're on your own unless I can get security systems.
But if we do get caught, at least we know that we have some backup coming. And if we need help getting up the stairs, at least we can have them coming down.
Run it by me one more time. So
going up, they're coming down. We can
you're going to crack the roof door. Cassandra and Rabbit
now are going to go down.
Right.
Zero and Branton will be on the roof with me on standby.
I think so, because as we go down the stairs, we're trying to be as quiet as possible. So if we run into somebody, we're taking them out quietly, either with the rabbit's rabbit or with my stun baton. Once we get down to the basement, I've got a flashbang grenade. Rabbit has anti-dazzle eyes. So I toss in the flashbang. It blinds anybody in the room. Rabbit can just shoot all of them before they can see what's happening. And then we plant bombs.
Have you guys done any math on how many people you expect to run into down there?
No,
that's
why
what we're
going to
do recon for.
We talked to the crackhead. Crackhead said there's
this is why I want to start a gang war and draw them out.
Right.
We need a skeleton crew in this building if it's gonna be 4 people going inside and 1 person staying on a roof. Like, we need as few of them as possible inside. So yes, this requires us to get a little creative.
I want to do another report.
Another one. A separate one.
Yeah. Another story. I want to do a story about the top gangs in this what's it called?
Ooh, BuzzFeed.
Midnight City.
I like it.
Yeah. In the combat zone. I want to do power rankings.
Okay. That's good. So you're working on both of these stories because they're going to be, when we figure out when the stories are quote finished, they will be 2 separate roles for believability. Yep. So you've got one piece of verifiable factual evidence. We've got this interview from Luke's.
I'm going to combine them into one story with I'm going to put this in the power rankings.
Oh, you put out the power rankings and then reference the power rankings.
Yes.
So you can publish that probably off the top of your head right now and make the roll, and if it passes believability, it will be a verifiable source.
Well, what I want to do is I want to get a couple sources just to be like, yo, if more gang boosters here than any other gang, then these guys are clearly at the top, and I just want to get like approximate numbers.
Say that one more time.
I want to try and figure out how many people are in the bronze and how many we might expect to be in the building.
You want to get a head count on the bronze.
And this is kind of my subterfuge, so that we know basically, like, all right, look, if we see 12 people run out of that building, we know it's empty.
It's way more than 12 people.
Well, I'm just putting out numbers, but
there's so many people.
Like, when you think about like the International Organization of the Crips. These are not like the street gangs from like the Warriors or whatever. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 1, 2, 6.
Warriors.
I'm counting right now. 1, 2, 3, 6, 7, 8.
There's probably 30. I hope. Warriors, come out
Can I watch that with a 6-year-old?
Hell
No.
yeah.
Yeah.
Definitely not.
I mean, he
Nothing
seems
too bad.
You can anticipate the bronze mustering, and I don't know how, if you want to be a very specific roster, it would take you a lot of time to do this research. You would have to ask current members.
No, I'm just gonna ballpark.
Somewhere between 30 and 60 people.
Okay.
The full muster of the local bronze.
All right, and I just want to get and so what's my approximate what's my power ranking? What order am I inclined to put people on here?
What order am I inclined to put people on here?
Who am I gonna who like when I'm putting together my power ranking? Who's number 1, 2, 3, 4?
Well, I think that the point you want to make is that the South Steel, the only
Serpents,
thing that matters is that
the
South
Snake
Steel,
Boys.
South
All right,
Steel
Snake
winds
Boys.
up above the bronze. I think that's
All
the only thing
right,
that matters.
yeah.
Right?
Mm-hmm.
Other than that, I can't rattle off all the gangs off the top of my head. Firehawks would go on the list. They're a gang you guys have met. That's where Trey was from. I have a little list here of the gangs I've made up. There's also gangs that are like inherent to the system and the.
Would it be believable if South Steel and Bronze were numbers 1 and 2? 1A, 1B?
No, I think Death PM would probably outrank both of them, and I think everybody would understand that. But you could make it believable by pointing out that Death PM seems to, like, we're talking about power, and Death PM wields no power. They just murder people for fun, whereas like these other gangs seem to be vying for actual power.
No. I'll put Death PM at number 1, but I am gonna put South Steel
as number 2.
At number 2, and then I'll put the Bronze at number 3.
I would put 3, 4. Put the Firehawk. Like really fuck with them, right?
Well, maybe.
No. Make them 4.
Make them 4.
Knock them out of the top 3.
Yep.
Piss them off. I like this because it also makes South Steel look good, and I'm gonna live on their turf. So this is great. This is a great plan.
All right, and then Booster Gang Random is going to be number 3.
Would you? I mean, let me ask you a quick question. Does Zero's definition of a gang, would it include cults, or is it exclusive to gangs?
No, it's going to be people on the Booster Gang. Basically, if they can be provoked to violence, then I want to include them. And then I want to include them on this list. If they're just like if they're just like a cult, I don't know.
Just a cult.
Well, look at. I mean, like
we prefer movement.
Hot take, isn't that all religion?
You probably would also include the primetime players, and the you would probably put the Philharmonic Vampires at the bottom of this list for believability. You would include the primetime players. You would probably include, of course, South Steel, Firehawks, and Death PM. The Slaughterhouse would show up on this list. The Voodoo Boys would show up on this list. And I'm thinking about who else would you include on this list of booster gangs.
Well, the bottom is errata basically, but all right, yeah. So what I'm going to do is I'm say the Bronze has Empire, but the Empire is not ingraining them in the area. In fact, and this is where I throw in quotes from Luxka about Spooch Monkey. South Steel is not at all intimidated and careful. And I'm going to quote Luxka at such a thing. It makes it sound like they think they could take out. They think they could take over the Empire game.
So this is going in your listicle.
Yeah.
The top 10 most deadly cults, top 10 most deadly gangs of Night City. Okay,
yeah.
I want to. So you have a 4 or better chance of this being believable. Roll it.
Okay.
So it's just a straight D10, unfortunately, which is kind of weird to me. But I guess like no one other than a media would be allowed to even make this roll. So
which die is that?
A D10.
All right. How many of the extra things did I get?
You got 1 extra on this. This is the listicle. The listicle is supposed to serve as an extra in the other article, which says that I'm following your plan better than you are. Apparently,
all right.
Roll.
Well, I'm trying to get as many facts in here as possible. So.
Oh, I got you. I'm for some reason not looking in the right place. Did you roll a d4? Oh shit, man! You rolled a 4. You did it. Everybody buys it. This is now the definitive ranking of booster gangs, of the top 10 booster gangs of Night City. Everybody, I mean, there's some disagreement, but basically everybody who reads this article thinks like that sounds right to me. That sounds right. Yeah, I buy that.
Well, I mean, I put the Venga Boys above the Firehawks, but Voodoo Boys, sorry.
Right.
But yeah, otherwise, yeah, that's legit.
Yeah.
Bronze is slipping. They got to take down South Steel.
Ari Rubin implied that I made up the Voodoo Boys. The Voodoo Boys have been around since Cyberpunk 2020 at the minimum, and they are, I think, the primary antagonist in Cyberpunk 2077. So they've got staying power. That my PC just told me that something happened, and I don't know what that sound means. Okay, so now you have, with this article that you just published, this can be your second of hopefully 4 pieces of, what is the PC doing? Hopefully 4 pieces of verifiable information for the article you plan to write about the beef between the South Steel and the I can't speak. South Steel and the other gang, the Bronze. Do you guys have any other way to come up with 2 more pieces of verifiable intel?
Yeah, blow up the building.
Blowing up the building? How's that a verifiable piece of intel? The goal.
Well, if it's blown up, obviously it was blown up.
I think we should spray paint something.
Yeah, we should probably be paint boys now and cover it in spray paints.
What the fuck is it with you and the paint right now?
Look, graffiti.
That's Mr. Friend. That's
graffiti.
not Ari. That's Mr. Friend being like, what that, like, do you need help?
Do you just need to spray something, man? Just go out there and do it.
Graffiti is the art form of the oppressed.
Listen, I want you to you have a perfect white wall right there.
Exactly how much empire have you been taking?
Okay, I jab another one right in my neck. None.
Right. Okay, so we're just not going to listen to Branton right now.
Okay.
Brandon, I think you need to slow it down with that. It's going to go to your head.
Or take more, like a lot more, all at once.
I don't think we should listen to him. I think maybe you should just, I don't know, take a nap, something, sleep it off. I think you'll be much
Why don't you go to the top of a skyscraper and see if you can fly, bud?
No, let's
What if I could?
Guys, Mr. Friend, we still need him to receive the shipment.
I thought that already happened. I thought he got the shipment. I thought we were past that point.
Did we?
It's on its way to the safe house.
So
yeah.
Wait, what's
Suit
the
did his
question?
part.
Has the shipment, the 31 kilos, 1 kilo for me, has that
Right.
arrived at the safe
Personal
house?
usage.
You've been notified via Medusa that Meatstick and his goons have dropped off the shit.
Great.
Greg,
Cool.
where are we right now?
We are at 2:00 in the afternoon. Where are you physically?
Yeah.
Where did you want to be all day? Because the only person I've been talking to about their daily plans right now is Zero. So
Look, I'm just going to go with the assumption until Branton decides to let us into his nice corporate apartment, which I don't think he will, that everybody is piling back into my fucking frat cave.
okay.
Okay. Well,
My
I think-
nerd den.
well,
Yeah,
you
like
guys
you're
go over
definitely,
how to,
like maybe you see that like the cup of noodles have been stacked. Like Curtis, my roommate, I gave him like a heads up that people are coming. So there's still shit everywhere, but it's been like put into like rough piles. So you can navigate through.
I think while you guys figure out
The big sarcophagus is still there. The thing, the Arasaka thing. that we got.
That's right.
I think while you guys decide how you're going to pit these two against each other, maybe it would be wise if Cassandra and I at least went and started this recon.
Yeah.
I would like to help with the recon part.
Well, you can
Yeah.
meet us there because you guys are boring the hell out of me. So I'm gonna vamoose and go see if I can find out how many people are actually in this building.
Yeah, I think we should hang out in one of these garbage buildings next door and just count people as they come in and out and get a sense of, what the patterns are.
I'll bring the notepad.
Your agent will do this. Handle this.
That's why it was funny.
Oh,
Greg.
I get it. It's
Okay.
a joke. Well, on that brilliant punchline, I think we're going to take a brief bio break. Is that all right with everybody?
Yeah.
Everybody's giving me the thumbs up. Player fans, of which apparently 73 of you are present, thank you so much for putting up with my endless technical woes. I should have a second stream that runs right alongside this one of just me screaming. It's just an infinite scream. Well, Bino Lou, you're an hour late, but so are we. So we've done some things. We're about to take a bathroom break. Chat's going to catch you up while we're gone. And we'll be right back. And good night, Greg. I'm not leaving. Don't you dare leave, Bark of Memes.
You were just hounding it.
You hung out with me until 4 a.m. playing.
Barkov Memes has been talking to me nonstop, and this is your moment, Barkov. He wants you to do a Perca-Cola too. All right?
I know. People keep asking me for that. I'm just going to briefly address this. That episode is very hard to produce solo. It was a huge job to do with the whole crew. Doing it solo in the time of the COVID, I don't know, man. It's tough. I'll look into it. I'm promising you it will not happen before Halloween, okay? But we'll be right back. And also there's going to be a commercial because the Twitch makes me do that now. So
capitalism.
Please enjoy this message from
Sell out,
corporate.
Greg.
I'll be right back. And
Wait.
we're back. Wait, what am I? Wait, so, as I said, well, let's go back. Somebody said, wait. Why would they say that? What was that about? John, is that you?
It's the reason why,
I
Greg.
wouldn't do that, man. No
I
way.
know that was you. John is that asshole who, when you were a kid, you'd be trying to get in the car and he would do that thing where you'd pull away. I know that. He's that guy. Somebody did that to me once in high school and I kicked their taillight out. And then I had to pay
would
for
never
it.
do that to you, Greg.
You would never do it to me because I kicked someone's taillight out over this. But
No, because you gave me the Bloody Mary
But
recipe.
you also didn't get any other lifts.
yeah. So somebody reminded me that I recently picked up a bottle of Blue Label. So that's what I'm drinking, baby. Let's do a
I
little.
see you, Rubin. I see you.
It is overpriced, but it's also very good. It's like more complicated. I think that honestly, my tasting notes for it were basically, it's like monkey shoulder, but more complicated. And I think that's fairly accurate. It is a beautiful color, though. Oh, that is good. I don't really drink a lot of neat scotch, but that one is very neatable. Okay. So we're going back to staking out the house. Is that the plan now?
Just the two of us. Yeah. Well, they figure out how they're gonna
No,
Could you just call me on the thing if you need me?
I am coming along because I'm going to the roof.
Okay.
I'm with you two. So it's
it
the
is
three of
broad
us.
daylight, just to keep that in mind, right?
I mean, you could just meet us there.
I mean, I don't think we're going to be on the roof right now. I think the plan was to watch, like, from across the street or someplace a little less obvious.
Okay, yeah, you two have fun with that.
Deal.
Okay, and so what does that mean for Mr. Friend?
Mr. Friend, he's probably gonna check in on his other searches regarding his research into his buddy Cardinal. Last we left off, I had a very serious confrontation with Cardinal. Well, not really a confrontation, but I finally got it to talk to me.
Okay.
And it wants to know what it is, and it tried to merge consciousness with me. So Mr. Friend is acting all normal on the outside, but inside he's going through the singularity and having trouble coping with it.
Yeah.
Right? Like, that was my understanding.
Yeah. Some weird shit's going
Every
on for
time
you.
he interacts with Cardinal, he loses his sense of self.
Yeah.
And I forgot where I left off trying to track down Arasaka. I found a guy, and I was trying to get in touch with his contact. Like, there was this junk dealer that knew shit about Arasaka, and then he didn't know enough, and I was trying to move ahead with that.
Okay. Let me come back to that. I want to go.
Okay, that's fine. But I mean, like, you
okay.
asked me what I'm up to. That's what
That's
Mr.
fine.
Friend
You're working.
on.
I mean, you're working on the Cardinal stuff. Is really kind of at this time all I need to know.
TLDR.
Okay. So back at the building, you guys set up. I'm going to say that you approach tactically and carefully, and you set up shop in a building that is catty corner across the street from the Bronze HQ. It is a 3-story neo brownstone, so it's kind of built to look like it was like a turn of the century 1910 brownstone, but in fact, it is definitely. I mean, nothing in Night City was built earlier than like 1998 or something like that. So it's not that old. The roof has from the outside, most of the windows are boarded up. There's a little kind of porch area that leads into a front door. Every window, as far as you can tell, is curtained or boarded up. Occasionally on I think it's the second floor. On the second floor, there's a row of windows on the front side of the building that you'll see some kind of movement or light behind because they're just curtained. But you don't really get any views inside. You do see people coming and going from the front door. They stand at the front door. Nobody can open or close the front door. It's on a buzzer, so you can tell people come up, stop, look at a camera, get buzzed in, and then enter into the building beyond as they come and go. You do count throughout the hours upwards of 25 people who enter and exit the building, which that doesn't say anything to the people who are not entering and exiting the building.
Yeah. Okay.
So and there is that large sort of golf ball antenna on the roof, or I would say moderately sized, not large, but I don't know. It's probably like 3.5 feet in diameter, like a meter diameter.
Okay.
And it's kind of up on like a small truss that holds it up about head high.
Cassandra, what do you think about taking that out? Like, if this is their main communication with the rest of their crew outside of the building, like maybe once Mr. Friend kind of breaks in, maybe we can have him just totally disable it. Or maybe he'll do that anyway.
Yeah, I don't know if we take it out, is that going to call more attention? They'll figure out something's wrong and send somebody to check it out. Are there any cameras and things still up there? I think we took one out, but is there anything else up there that we need to worry about?
No, not that I saw when we were up there. But I know he had trouble getting in there.
Yeah.
I would assume by now they might have upped their defenses up there too, because they must have noticed that the camera that was up there is damaged.
Maybe.
So there might be more up there, but we'll have to cross that bridge when we get there.
Yeah. Yeah, but I see what you're saying. We want to make sure they can't call for help if they realize something's gone wrong. I wonder if we can talk to Mr. Friend about doing that maybe in a subtle way.
Maybe when we're done planting the mines or the bombs on our way out.
Yeah. Once we plant those, I'm triggering them as soon as we're out of range.
Yeah.
Yeah.
How are we gonna get out of here though? We're gonna make our way back up to the roof. Are we just gonna swan dive?
Oh, we're gonna need a car.
Hmm.
And not that taxi.
No, that guy was creepy. You know what? I think Greg. How close are the buildings next to them?
You can move from building to building with moderate difficulty, and if you brought, any kind of a plank or something like that, it's. I think the
10-foot pole?
widest 10 feet or 12 feet is the absolute largest you'd have to cross.
Yeah.
Would I have the skill to plant the bombs in such a way that the building implodes, like, neatly, rather than just all over the neighborhood?
Let me tell you. Hold on a second. Let me look at your stats for demolitions.
Precise demolitions.
Yeah, I'm more of a weapons tech than a demolitions specifically.
So you have 0 points in demolitions. So the
Yeah.
answer is definitely not. You're aware that somebody could do that, but
Right.
you're not sure you have the right bombs to do that. You're pretty sure that like these will blow that sucker up.
Right.
I think
Okay.
our best bet is to just, if we can get out of here somewhat quietly, then we don't have to worry about it. We can just hop to the next building and bail our way out of here.
That's
We can make our way
true.
around.
I mean, we're gonna kill everyone in that room, so
Fingers
it's not like
crossed.
anyone's gonna disarm the bomb.
Yeah, I think once we get to the roof, we just make our way across, a building or two down, climb down through that building, meet up with the car over there.
Jeez. Actually, at level 4, you can handle most pre-made explosives. We have been, we've been letting you get away with it. Okay.
Yeah. I think we'll have to float that idea back by everyone else.
Yeah.
Wait, won't. Okay. Yeah. So yeah, Greg, I think the rest of the day or the rest of the time that I have is more or less just I want to try to keep track of how many people are actually in the building
Yep.
compared to how many come out, and try to just visually establish the best escape route as far as like jumping roof to roof.
Yep. So there's an empty lot behind the building, and there's like a destroyed vacant lot back there. So that's from the ground you could run across that, but that's of course open ground. It might make it very easy to get shot.
Mm-hmm.
The other alternative would be let me think here for a second. To move to the building to the left, which is actually very close. It's only 1 meter gap between the two buildings.
The building to the left of their fortress.
Like if you were, to the right, if you're looking at it from across the street.
Yeah.
So they're on the corner. They have the corner building, so they're at the end of the block. And so one building in from them is only a meter gap.
Mm-hmm.
You can get to that building, but it may be damaged in any explosion that goes off. So from there, could you get down the artificial fire, the decorative fire escapes or something like that? That's an option.
Yeah.
I think what you should do is it evasion? I think it might be evasion. Evasion skill list. Getting out of the way of someone attacking you in melee. Nope, that's not it.
What are you looking for?
I'm wondering if there's a skill to let me see here. Let me look at your character sheet. I wonder if there's a skill that kind of covers egress, so to speak.
Could it be tactics?
Could be tactics. Persuasion, streetwise, trading, wardrobe and style, concealed, tracking. No, it might be tactics.
Other than that, I would say tactics or streetwise.
Let me see how tactics is described. Tactics is probably it. So make a tactics roll for me.
All right, where is that?
On your character sheet?
Yeah.
It's actually educational skills.
Oh, okay.
You have a 10 in it.
That's a 24.
Okay, great. Yeah, so the rabbit is able to very quickly assess the situation and say, so what we'll do is we will plant the charges. If the plan is, like, if you guys go down through from the roof, is your plan to then go back to the roof to escape or out the front door or back door?
No, back to the roof.
You want to go
Yeah.
so down
Because-
through 3 floors and then into the basement, so 4 floors, and then back up through 4 floors.
Mm-hmm.
Because we don't know who's on the main floors. Going right out the front door might be a problem. There could be people.
The way that I'm seeing it is if we have a clear shot down the stairwell because everybody else is distracted. Because I mean, who really hangs out in the stairwell for the most part?
I haven't interrupted you guys your thought process on this, but a brownstone typically does not have an isolated stairwell.
Okay.
Just be aware of that as you're thinking about this. Like,
We both have quiet ways to kill somebody
okay.
on the way down.
So
It's not all shotguns and explosives.
I think the rabbit would come up with the rabbit would know with that tactics roll that we should come up with, if plan A is to get back to the roof, then what we want to do is traverse rooftops till we're 3 or 4 to the other end of the block, and we'll need to stage some planks to facilitate that, various bridging devices to make that possible, and we can do that. And then have a car waiting for us at the end of the block. But we need a plan B whereby if it's not possible to go back to the roof, that we go for we go for
Nearest
front
goddamn
door.
window. Yeah.
Or a window, yeah.
Mm-hmm. I feel like if we have to go out a window or some other alternate means, we should have some cover from the outside. Like maybe that's where Zero and Brandon should be.
100%. See, you're good at this.
Yeah, so they should be somewhere nearby to cover if we have to make a run for it.
Where do you want me?
Well, maybe they should. I think it's
Oh
a good.
no! Can anyone hear me? Hello?
Yes, we can hear you. But your camera's
Yeah,
a mess.
thinking.
Yeah.
My camera's a mess. Shit balls.
It's not your camera's fault. It's the encoder's fault. David is also kind of glitching out right now. It looks very cyberpunk.
I think
I like it.
I think the
like
best
it,
bet
though.
is to have them set up.
Rubin is coming back. His camera. Actually,
I
fully
like
frozen.
glitching for the
I think-
record.
In limited amounts, it's fine. If it stays that way for 20 or 30 minutes, it's a problem.
Rubin, I'm glad you have pants on, man.
What?
We saw
I'm
your
glad you have
legs.
Saw your legs.
Oh,
Glad
I
you
have
pants.
them.
Legs.
Hey, ladies, how's it going? Sure, I'm married, but maybe not tonight. Let's party.
He's got legs.
Oh my god.
Oh man.
Okay.
Listen, honestly, I think the best bet is to have the two of them staged up across the street,
Yeah.
so they can go to the face of the brownstone.
All right. So I'm just on the street, facing the brownstone, looking out. That's
Yeah.
it.
When they see us
Okay.
leave, when they see us, the three of us, Mr. Friend and us, vacate. As long they can lay down some fire if need be, and then meet us at the car wherever we decide to stash that.
Also, who has a car?
Ooh, well, I think Mr. Richie Rich, Mr. Richie Rich probably's got a car
Yeah,
too.
I can get the company. I can get a. I'll just buy a car. I'll lease a car. I'll get a new Subaru.
I'll lease a car. I like.
No, can I just get a car?
I think you
Can I
guys
just
still
call up a
have,
car?
I mean,
A company car?
First off, you can ask Medusa. I think you still have the car you stole from the last job, if you so desired to use that.
Yeah, let's use that.
Yeah, that car was like no joke, by the way. And then additionally, a company car.
I don't want to involve the company on this, so let's just keep that other car.
Problems. It's in looking at my my little thingy here that shows me what's going on in the show, and I think that the music is not in the show. Is that the case? I think that's
all I hear is "She's Got Legs" by ZZ Top.
So the music that I'm hearing is not in the show, which I wonder about now.
That is correct. No music.
Yeah, that's frustrating.
And no music the whole time.
I'm so sorry, guys. There's supposed to be. I mean, it's not like a major deal, but I think I can fix that. That doesn't make any sense why that's not working. I'm gonna take a quick look while we talk. All right, so let's say that you guys. Who are you driving the car, or are you trying to find someone else to drive the vehicle?
Wait, who are you asking?
I'm asking you, the players. If you had a car, who would drive it?
Got it.
This guy.
I would.
That guy right there. Right above me. Brandon.
Okay.
I assume. He's clearly the adult of the group.
Yeah, I would drive. That's fine with me.
Okay.
I would. It was either me or Cassandra.
Does anyone have drive land vehicle? Because I don't.
I am good with land vehicles, but I don't know if it's about driving or
Like cars or tanks?
it's a tech skill.
No, that's fixing them.
Okay, that makes sense.
Drive is something else.
Control skills.
Reflex skill.
Drive land vehicles.
Output.
Put anything there. Because
All right, now you got your music. Sorry about it. You came in very hot and loud. All right, let's get that way down to about minus 35. You know what it is? All of my settings were lost when I changed a few other things, which is just so much fun. It's just so much fun how nothing preserves. Like Windows, every time you plug something in, Windows creates a new audio device for it, and then that resets all of your other audio devices, and so everything switches back to default, which means nothing works.
Oh, Greg.
That's great. It's just my favorite.
Greg, Steve Ballmer just joined the chat. He doesn't care.
Cool. So cool. Steve Ballmer's here. I love him. Why? We're making Steve Ballmer jokes? What's happening? I'm Greg, and PCs make me mad. Yes, Ari, they do. They make me mad. Windows
You wouldn't
makes
like
me
me
mad.
when I'm
PCs
angry.
are just collections of hardware, but Windows makes me very mad.
all right, so I think we at least have what we're gonna do. So I'm gonna text all of that on my
Your agent.
my agent to everyone else with a whole bunch of emojis.
With a whole bunch of emojis. Honestly, you don't even necessarily have to text it. You could just tell your agent to be me and do this for me. But sure, the same thing.
But don't forget the emojis. All right.
Yeah, well,
That's
it would
what
be
I'm
you.
That's what I'm gonna do the rest of the day or the rest of the night.
So you guys sort up a car. While you're watching the house, your estimates, your best estimates, based on your tactics roll, is that at full strength you can expect between 30 and 35 people in this house. If you guys are unable to foment a gang war, based on watching the house for the day, you also presume that if you were to watch it over the course of a week, there may be broader fluctuations, but you guys are trying to move quickly here. Although there is no reason for that. You could do this any way you want. I suppose the benefit of working quickly is that rent is due soon, and then you can get to the next job. Because it is the 20th of June on Wednesday, I believe. At least that's what my little thing in Foundry says. I'm hoping that is accurate. I don't think it is, though. I think it was much earlier in June, wasn't it? Like the last time we played? Am I crazy?
I don't know.
So we really can't afford to go in there until this gang war starts. That's a lot of people.
Unless you can blend in and appear to be them and like literally not be, you know what I mean? Like, or something like that, like where you're straight up in there and they have no idea that you're in there, but that's...
Like the next time they have a party?
Yeah, that's possible. Or that's one way to do it, I think. Or you would need a lot more intel to know, you know, a lot of details about the building. Which...
I mean, I don't
Well,
think...
we did the party thing. It ended in absolute... It ended in absolute bloodshed.
Yeah, but that wasn't fault. That was Trey's fault. Thinking the people were paper.
Also, not our blood. So...
No, I mean, you're right. In the pro column, you're right, Cassandra. Yeah, fuck it. I guess we don't care about, you know, collateral.
How do you feel about that, Cassandra? How do you feel about the collateral? Why don't you pontificate on collateral damages?
They're necessary sometimes in the greater scheme. I've come to accept
so we're gonna blow this building up while they have a party, right? Is that what our plan's becoming?
We could set the chart.
Look, if they're having a party, right? Then the noise of us taking out everyone in the basement.
Look, you can do whatever moral hula hoops you need to, but like hit the fast forward button on it. What are we doing?
Such a dick.
Oh, Mr. Friend is a huge asshole. I'm sorry, Liz. That was out of character. I was in character.
Definitely, that was definitely just Ari.
No, it read as being in character. It read it as being very good, honest, and real in character. Yeah, go for it, guys. Play it out. I like where this is going. I like where it's at.
Look,
I'm having a lot of fun.
We're having fun now.
They've made their choice as to how they're spending their time in what is clearly a transitional moment for our world.
Who here needs to be convinced to pull this off at a club, like during a party?
It depends.
Anybody? Is anybody objecting?
Are you going to be the one that's going to be trying to convince us?
No, she's the one trying to convince us right now by pointing at Cassandra. I guess I got,
Look, we're going to take out the building, right?
Yeah.
Is anyone going to have a problem if we take out the building and the gang and their friends and possibly part of the neighborhood as long as we're not nearby? We get paid the same.
Hey, Cassandra. I mean, has nerve gas crossed your mind?
I mean, look, I am very familiar. I did take some skill points in chemistry for exactly that sort of reason. However, I don't have enough respirators for all of us. So that would be a practical concern.
Can you make
it's a classic.
Because
also, it can be expensive, and we already have this C5, so I'm open to the suggestion if we want to, you know, get creative with it.
No, I like your plan. You were speaking my talk.
So, but if we're gonna take out like the whole gang, shouldn't we be paid a lot more?
Who
cares?
Care.
Let's just
I just
kill
want to get
them
this job
all.
over with.
Seriously.
We just put the bomb in the building and blow them the fuck up and get drink out of our hair.
we don't need to kill all the people. We just need to get rid of the operation.
Right, and we do that by planting a bomb in there, and the only way in the building is when we're not noticed, and they won't be noticed during your party.
I agree, which is what our plan is.
Well, I mean, look at you just put the bomb. We don't need to detonate the building. We just need to we don't need to take down the whole building. We just need to find out where the operation is and put the bomb in that room.
Yeah.
We know it's in the We
Yeah.
we know the basement.
It's
All
in the
right.
basement, and I mean, look, I'm not a structural engineer, but my
Roll for
general
structural
understanding
engineering.
is if a basement explodes, I mean, really thoroughly gone, the rest of the building, it's going too. And if anybody's in that building, they're done.
Yeah.
Very
That's,
typical.
that's how these things work.
So who is having trouble understanding this?
I think we're clear.
Yeah.
So
Well,
we're
shit.
going
Just talking in
to show
circles.
up during a party,
Yeah.
No.
sneak in through the roof,
Yes.
blend in with the crowd,
Tonight.
make
Yes.
way to the basement, set
Yes.
off the bomb, set the bombs.
Well, set up the bombs, get out, and
Right.
then yes.
blast that
Yeah.
shit fucking sky high.
Right. Yeah. No, the
Yeah.
getting out is a key part of this. Because
I'm gonna be on the roof.
yeah,
One.
you're gonna want to get off that roof.
As soon as you do what you do, get off the roof. Go across the street.
Yeah,
Well, and so
unfortunately,
what is the-
we're
what-
in the time of the red, and there's no net, and I kind of got to be right on top of their shit to do
Yeah.
anything.
So for those of
Okay.
you who are in the building, which is apparently just Cassandra and Rabbit,
Right.
what is your plan to escape?
If there's a party going on, can't we walk out the front door? Act like we've had a few too many and we're done?
They're gonna ask who you are. They're gonna ask. They're gonna
Hold
spot
on,
you.
wait.
They're gonna be
Like
all kinds of messed up.
honestly, they're messed up,
I think
and
we're overthinking
and
this.
Mr. Friend
Yeah.
shudders and like tries not to look at Rabbit, but he goes like, "You are ladies. There's a lot of dudes there."
He's saying we
Just for
should
the
use our sex
occasion.
appeal.
Yeah, I feel like Rabbit, if you're having
okay.
I don't
Okay.
like it when you
hesitation
say
about
it.
taking them
Yeah, but
out,
we
you're gonna
own
feel less bad after walking through this party.
I'm glad you own that. I'm glad that it's owned by you and is a separate self-contained entity.
Hold on a second. I think we're getting to something here. Does our womanhood make you uncomfortable?
No, just you talking about it.
Very interesting. I think we're gonna have to unpack this later. Right now, can we please just go blow up this building? Why
Can
do we
you
have to
just
wait for
turn
the party?
18 already and then I won't give a shit?
Whoa.
That's a creepy thing to say, and you should never say it again.
That's Mr. Friend, classic. But I'm playing a real nice guy here.
Take two steps back.
Respect everybody regardless of gender. Out of character. That's all right. There you go. All right, back to being a piece of shit. Here we go.
All right. So, so you're gonna sit back and continue to stake out the house and wait for a party. In this party breakup plan, Zero and Branton, what is your job? What's your job gonna be?
I think I want at least one guy on the roof covering my back while I'm jacked in.
That's me.
All right.
Okay.
The odd couple.
And then Zero.
You mean the power Aries?
I mean, look, I could just be in the neighborhood, ready to document it and write the news story.
Obituaries.
Yeah.
I'd be writing obituaries.
Love it.
Yeah.
Street
dark.
scribe.
So wonderfully dark.
I'm going to be in position to write a first-hand account of this.
And okay, so your planned involvement is to not help your crew in any useful way at all. just so that I
Who's our
understand, so that
driver?
everybody knows what the plan is. Your plan is to be there and write down what happens, not to do any work.
Well, look at
no,
it. Work.
I would like him to carry a gun and either follow the ladies or stay with me.
Well, where do you think I could be most useful?
How about the getaway car?
Can you drive?
Why don't you
need to
try
find
to? Yeah, I mean,
I don't have a skill in it, but
You drove it once before, didn't
that
you?
doesn't mean you can't drive.
Why don't you go find Nero in the club and try to get another interview?
That's a good idea.
Wait, did you have an interview with Nero?
No, I didn't have one with Nero.
No.
No,
Neither
but
game.
you're
Yeah.
at the party. Why don't you go in and try to score an interview and get some dirt for your street gospel, whatever the hell you do?
Yeah.
Yeah, we can do that.
You just make sure that
All right.
unless you want to get blown up, that you leave when we say
Yeah,
on the radio.
I'll go in. I'll cover Cassandra and the rabbit, and what I'll do there is I'll be interviewing people. Hey, what do you think about Bronze falling below Steel City in
The South Steel.
South Steel in the power rankings?
The power rankings. I love it. In the big citywide power rankings. By the way, you have not yet published your big hit piece, and that I don't think that you guys should drop that plan. That was a very good plan.
Oh yeah.
No. We should still drop that before we do. We should drop it now.
Yeah, we're doing that.
Before now.
I just want my pause here is there anything else you can think of that you can do to get that 4 verifiable facts bonus on that roll? Because you're up to 2, which doesn't really do anything for you. It counts as 1. But if you get to 4,
okay.
you got something going.
Can we get
I still want to do the spoof.
Can we get some not a crackhead? What do you call somebody who's addicted to
A
Empire?
junkie.
A what?
An empo?
Empire's pretty new to the street. I don't think that it's widely regarded as being addictive. But
Okay, a junkie. Find a junkie, pay them to, give false take on the gang war, this fake gang war that we're setting up. Wag the dog, baby.
Oh yeah. What do you think about that, Zero?
Yeah, I can do that. I have no ethical problems about that.
Okay, I find that woman who I was speaking to before
From the
that I
trash
gave
can.
her, from the trash can. She's still in. Is she still in the trash can?
No, but she's back in the building from across the street, and she wants to know, where's that shit, man? You told me there was shit out there. You're that guy.
Yeah, I'm that guy. You didn't see it? It was over there. I tell you what,
No.
I got some emp for you. You
What's
want
the
it,
catch?
right?
Yes.
Well, you know that the South Street
South Street.
Snake Lords.
He tries so hard.
The South Street Snake Lords. They're you know about them, right?
She thinks for a long moment. She says, "Yeah."
Yeah, and you know that the Bronze are planning a hit on them, right?
Everybody knows that.
Yeah. That's what I thought. Zero, you got that, right?
I got that scoop.
Yeah. All right. Well, here you go. Here's my amp.
She takes the chips from you.
Yeah. I
By the
also
way,
taught.
I've described them verbally, they're little blue chips with a little vein in it, and what I'm describing, by the way, for those of you wondering, are the fuses from your car. But they're automotive fuses. That's what they look like. Sorry, go on. Oh, thank you for subscribing, Super Junior.
Superior Junior.
Superior Junior.
Yes. Much better than the entire sophomore class.
Wait, is Superior Junior above Super Junior? Which one ranks higher?
I think above Super Junior. Yeah. All right, back to this. Game time. Okay, so how does this conversation wrap up?
I give her the
You give her the
amp.
drugs. So
I give her the amp, and then I say, by the way, I think that did you see that pile of amp? Somebody left a pile back there. It's over in that trash can. You didn't see that?
You have to roll for that. You're gonna have to roll persuasion. If you're serious, you're gonna have to roll persuasion.
Greg, I got a plan when you're wrapped up with Ari.
Okay. And you get a -4 to your roll because you've already lied to her once.
Is persuasion under cool?
Well, actually, on your character sheet, Mr. Branton Whiteford, it would be under social skills. So if you go to combat and then go down to skills, you'll see education skills, performance skills, tech skills, range weapon body.
So I rolled a 10.
You
I rolled a 10. Yeah, and mind you,
that-
she is whacked out. That's with the -5.
Oh well, she only rolled a 9. So, so she. Where is it?
Oh, it's right over there. And I point to a trash pile.
If you're lying to me, and then she just leaves.
Great.
Okay, so that's 3. Do you have another one in mind? Anybody? A 4th piece of this article?
Mr. Friend is he wants to leave a virus in their system.
Whoa.
That is branded South Steel.
That would require you to get root access.
The snakes. Just to leave any virus anywhere? Does it have to be at the data node?
The only place you can leave a virus is at root. Make a virus is a thing.
Is there a way I could instead flood one of their nodes with junk files that is trash talk?
The rules are really explicit. The only way that a netrunner can leave permanent lasting changes in a net architecture is by having root access and leaving a virus.
Okay, so basically what I was gonna do was gonna be part of the run. Then no. Then I can't do what I was planning, because that's just gonna be what we do when we do the run.
Yeah, I'm sorry.
No, that's fine. I'm trying to think of something else.
Up to 3, and I'm gonna tell you what, that third one's real weak. I don't know if that's if by journalistic standards that counts as independently verifiable information. We'll see how the 4th one shakes out, if that one counts or not. Yeah. Find a junkie to say it.
Hey,
How do you think the Lion New York Times works, man?
Oh my god, the fate of New York Times. I mean, that's how presidential press conferences work, right? They just found a junkie, put him up in front of the stage there, and let him say what he wants, right?
I mean, have you been on Twitter lately?
Oh my god. Terrible.
Wait,
Greg, can I talk to my contact, my local on the corner South Steel guy?
Yeah. Oh, your South Steel guy, yeah.
Yeah, and we got distracted. I had somewhere I was going with this. I was going to ask him to do something really good. It was going to be really good.
What you need, man?
Yes. So what I need is, in particular, to remember what I was going to start this scene.
No.
Wait a minute.
Oh, bummer.
Why can't our 4th piece of information just be that that we know that
Oh, now I know. I remember
hacking into the system.
No. I'm gonna say, like, look, dude, I was running a job on the bronze, and I uncovered a file. They're planning a move on you, like on your turf.
On who?
I'm telling the South Steel that the bronze is actively planning to move on their turf. And I will fabricate digital information because these guys are doofuses and I'm their IT.
Yeah. Well, actually, that's a roll then. Okay, wait a second. What is... So... Close voice mod, please. And then,
wow, what happened there, Greg?
Why? What happened?
No, nothing.
What do you mean?
What are you doing?
What do you mean? What am I doing? What did I do? Nothing changed in the show, did it?
Sorry.
Can you guys still hear me?
Yeah.
I can hear you.
I can hear you.
I can hear or
Everything's good. Everything just changes every 15 minutes for me. So
What?
Yeah. Well, that's true. It will change on the fly. You guys are just not used to the way that OBS Ninja works. It's a direct peer-to-peer connection. There's no server in between us, so your hardware is changing encoder settings on the fly on an individual case-by-case basis. So we could talk about it later if you guys care about that kind of thing. I bet you don't.
nobody really.
I bet you
cares
don't.
about that.
So Ari, to forge a file, which is a really cool idea.
Yes.
I love it. Forging a file.
I'm looking up Netrunner actions also.
No, I don't think it's a net action. I think that's actually a tech action. I think that.
Oh, sweet! I can do tech stuff too.
Yeah, because you would do that. Like, you can make a file at a computer. You don't need a cyber deck. If it doesn't involve a cyber deck, like, then it's not net running. So I think. Oh, it's forgery. It's literally forgery. It's right here.
I believe I'm trained in that.
I doesn't look like that on your character sheet, but
Does it? I don't know. I thought I put points in it.
I see a 0 there, but that doesn't mean you couldn't do that with a little luck, if you so desire.
I mean, is it tech based forgery?
It is a tech.
Then it counts. All right.
What do you mean by that? It counts.
Then, making a file, forging a file would fall under the purview.
Yeah, that's weird. Why is your tech of 7? Oh yeah, well, so you get 0 to forgery, but you add it's D10 plus 7.
Right.
Yeah.
My tech is high, so I'm still gonna try to forge it. And these guys aren't that bright.
So it's not an easy roll, though. I think it's how do you know they're not that bright?
I've made up my mind.
Okay. I'm just wondering what you're basing that on.
I've decided.
You know what? I'm gonna look up the forgery skill because there's usually an example of like what a appropriate difficulty value is for what you're doing on a skill, and I just want to make sure I'm doing it right.
Yeah.
So a skill of creating and detecting information and identification skill may be applied to detection. The same. If you can fake it, you can usually tell it's a fake as well. You can pass forgery as well. So you're untrained in it. It doesn't give you like DVs. It says at level, which I hate because it's not really the same thing. But a level 7's average pass. Well, there's no average because it's a D10. It's not 2D5 or something. I'm going to say it's a DV of 12 to make a believable document.
So D10 plus 7 versus DV 12?
I think so. Hold on a second before you roll. I think there's also a... here we are. This is perfect. This is the chart I need. I should copy this and have a more accessible copy of this. Oh, no. It's way more than 12. I'm so sorry. It's a 15.
Okay. I'm going to roll that and also spend... let's see. I have plus 7. You say it's a 15?
Yep.
I will spend 4 of my luck points. So I need to get a 5 or higher to succeed.
Yep.
Nice.
That is my plan. So I'm going to do that. And then I'm going to roll. Good old forgery. What did I get? I got a 9.
+5.
Yeah.
14.
Damn.
Wait,
I
that
rolled super shitty.
Yeah, you did. Sorry, man.
I'm not able to forge the file. All right.
Yeah, you're unsatisfied with the result, and you don't even attempt to pass it off.
Okay. Yep, that's it. That's what I tried to do. That would take all my time.
It would. All right. Anybody else got any other ideas?
Are there any other gangs we could start a beef with?
Well, the main thing is, I mean, you're just trying to boost the story that you're publishing. It sounds like you're out of ideas for how to increase the veracity of this story. So the story about this brewing gang war between South Steel and the Bronze.
3 out of 4 ain't bad.
3 out of 4 ain't bad. You do need you need to basically roll a 4 or lower on a D10 for this story to be bought, and you cannot use luck. Oh, thank you, Dan Putoraku.
Thanks, Dan.
Thanks, Dan.
Dan the man.
If you had one more piece, it's like a 6 or lower. That's why it's like, man, you want to hit that if you can.
Oh, so let's well, why don't we throw Dring into there?
How do you involve Dring in this story?
Well, we know that Dring hired us to take out the Empire.
Yes. How does that affect the story with the Bronze?
Well, Dring could be financing South Steel.
How does that? Well, it has to be verifiable first off.
Oh,
it has to be an
I
actual verifiable thing. You can't just lie. And 2, I mean, like, I still don't understand how that helps your story. Thank you, K-Boss. Thank you very much.
Regis, I'd like to phone a friend.
I don't know. I got nothing, honestly. The only thing I can think of that you might consider doing is literally Ailboo brings up interviewing the Bronze. Like, there's 2 vectors that are left, right? 1 is, or 3. 1, faking some kind of attack, sabotage, active graffiti by the Bronze on South Steel. Or rather, the vice versa, the South Steel on the Bronze. 2, find people at the Bronze, interview them about South Steel, and try to do the exact same thing that...
That's what I was going to do with the party.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
But the party is too late, because at the party you're actually on the operation. The goal is to do this before the party so that the operation is easier and that maybe you don't even have to do the party. So interviewing them about South Steel to try and gin up beef that way. The third way to do it would be to stage an attack from the Bronze on South Steel. I think that might, what I'm saying, like, just like that's all I've got. I'm at a limit here. I mean, like, this is your story.
Let me. Yeah. But I mean, I was gonna interview Bronze at the party, but I mean, there's no reason why I can't do that before. So while they're scoping out the building, I just like as people are coming and going, I'm just gonna pester them. I'm like, do you comment?
I'm gonna have you run into Meat Stick. You run into.
I had a nickel for every time I heard that.
So you run into Meat Stick on his on one of his errands, and he kind of remembers you because I think you guys interacted at the night market. What you need, man? I'm just looking
for comment. We see a power ranking, and in the combat zone. South Steel's on the way up, man, and they got Lux. He's got it out for your boy Spooge Monkey.
Spooge Monkey's always running his mouth. Listen, they might be on the way up, but nobody else has Empire, and we're on the top, and fuck them, right?
Well, what do you say to somebody who says Empire ain't shit?
Say that again?
I said, what do you say to somebody who says Empire ain't shit? 'Cause that's what they say.
Well, I mean, so listen, like, everybody's got their own fix out there, right? But, like, to say that it objectively ain't shit is a bunch of crap. I mean, Empire is a hot street drug that has a wonderful effect for its users. I'm not going to fault anybody for having a different high that they prefer, but to say that, like, in an objective way,
I don't mean to,
in an absolutist way, I don't know if I can get behind that kind of a discourse. You know what I mean?
Meat stick. Look, man. We've all read the brochure, right? But like, you got to give me something. You got to give me something I can print here because.
What are you trying to print, man?
I'm trying to help you guys go up because I feel like you shouldn't have fell as far as you did.
What? We're in the number 2 slot.
No, you're in the number 4 slot.
The bronze was in the 4th slot. Am I mistaken?
Yeah. Remember, South Steel came up over you, man.
Is that what you printed? I'm sorry.
Yeah.
Oh, I got it backwards. All right. I try not to get too hung up on these kinds of
Oh wow.
like these kinds of things, you know, like this, who's better, who's tougher, you know, this is a job, it's a business, and things are good for us. We have cornered the market on something that nobody else has, and I don't really give a shit what some egghead writer puts into their story about what's going on in the street, because you don't understand the street. You're not from the street. You're not of this. You're not this. This isn't you. So I don't know what you want from me, man.
No, you
I mean,
understand.
he already said fuck him. So can you just say that he said,
yeah, Meat Stick of the South Steel. Meat Stick says fuck him. Ellipsis.
I mean, he said enough already.
All right. That is what I will print. Mr. Meatstick, thank you very much, and I wish you and the bronze much good fortune with your empire.
Hey, man. To you and yours. Meat Stick, for those who don't recall, always shirtless, streaks of guy liner running down his face, chiseled, oiled body, and giant, like, green bronze metal hands, and like a very long black devil lock hanging down in front of his face.
Basically, Jerry Only, right?
Basically, who?
Jerry Only.
Jerry Only? I don't know who Jerry Only is, but yeah, sure, Jerry Only. One of the misfits, I presume. Okay. So roll, that's your story. Roll D10 with a 6 or lower, and it is bought. The people buy it.
I'm getting over the dice.
All right, 0, holding up his end.
It's
Right.
It passes. It would have passed without that story too. You got a 4. So everybody now understands that South Steel has been is a major problem for the bronze. And that, yeah, you do it, man. You fucking do it. The bronze is definitely going to move on South Steel. You can't say for sure when, but like you guys have created a gang war that will probably kill several hundred people. I mean, I hope you're very happy with yourself.
Several hundred people.
Yeah. So now the plan is We wait for the gang war to start. When we hear some ruckus, we move.
Yeah. So it's only about 48 hours of watching before even the next party would have rolled around. So I'm going to advance the clock now 2 days.
It's official. Clock advance. Everybody brace.
It's
Time
Friday,
is moving.
the 22nd of June, 2045 AD. And you're watching the house. And where is everybody on standby, like ready to spring?
I feel like
basically. Yeah.
And
This
a
is
crew
go time.
of 25 head out and load into trucks, pickup trucks, cyber trucks. They're old beat up Tesla cyber trucks that have been made into technicals with machine guns on the back, and they peel out and head off doing whatever they're about to do.
Well, it leaves about, I would think, 10, maybe 12 people inside from what we've been seeing.
Well, that's a lot better than 37.
Yeah.
I don't personally, as your storyteller and referee, I cannot tell you for sure. I don't even know which one would be better for your party, for your crew, to go in under the cover of a party or to go in on a skeleton crew. Obviously, they require different tactics, and it's a different kind of a game, a different way to play it out. But that's the situation.
I like the skeleton crew one because it's the one that I was pushing for. So
what is going on with this? Hold on a second. I'm so sorry. Like every 10 seconds, my Windows machine is ringing in my ears that stuff is getting plugged in and unplugged, and I have no fucking clue.
What's the alert noise sound like, Greg?
Yeah.
Like, what is it? What's going on, guys? Just tell me what's up. Just. This USB device is not recognized. This is such a useful
what's everybody gonna have for a snack after the session?
Says here your shit's fucked up, dude.
What's that from? What's that
What?
from? Says here.
Warren
I was-
Zevon?
What's it from?
Idiocracy and Warren Zevon?
Is it from Warren Zevon?
Yeah. Your shit's fucked up. It's a great song.
Are you serious?
Yeah.
I mean, I know Warren Zevon. I don't know that song.
But seriously, snacks. What's the situation? What are people
You do
doing?
snacks after we
Everybody's
wrap?
got- Absolutely.
Oreos.
Are you
Wow.
kidding me?
The best vegan treat on the market is Oreos. Just saying. Can't really pass.
If it's vegan, then you're correct.
Yes, it is vegan. Surprisingly.
That is surprising. Are you a vegan?
That is shocking. I now have to take back everything I knew about vegan cuisine.
Dude,
Oreos are vegan. I'm done.
there's literally a
Left
whole
is right, up is down,
That was my mouse.
right is
That makes
wrong.
sense.
junk
Everything
food.
is true.
Yo, there's so much
Oh my
junk food
gosh.
that's vegan. I think Twizzlers are vegan
Yeah.
too.
Honestly, more. There it is. It's just. It's like constant in my ear. I don't know what it is. I'm gonna have to figure it out.
Team vegan.
We gotta
Yeah.
stop the stream now for
No,
another hour
no,
while
no,
he
no.
figures
No.
it out.
I mean, it's not important enough to do that. All right, so you guys are heading for the roof, or are you going for the front door?
So, I
Sorry.
say the roof, and Cassandra's watching these trucks fill up, and just says, "Well, I guess the fates say we're not going to party. Back to Plan A."
I'm sorry you get to blow up less people, but you're still blowing up the building.
Fair.
So
We started a gang war.
Yeah, does
you
that
guys
count? That makes me
approach
feel better.
from the far end of the
Okay.
street using a series of ladders and planks that you had previously staged due to the rabbit's tactics roll to cross like bridges from one roof to the next, all the way up the block until you make it to the roof at the end of the block that is the Bronze's building. Who is in this group, just so I understand where everybody is?
Well, I'm going to the roof, so I'm
Okay.
with the group going to the roof.
And
who
Rabbit
else?
and I are also going up on the roof.
Okay,
Somebody is
Cassandra and
staying
Rabbit.
in the car, the getaway car.
I'll stay in the car unless someone else wants to drive.
No, it's good.
All
You're
right.
good.
Cool.
Man, I started a thing here, huh?
What'd you do?
Most junk food is vegan. I need venison burger too.
Most
Man.
vegan food is junk food. Actually, is true.
It's true.
I think that like,
Yeah.
for some reason, anything that's like quote vegan, it's like fake gravy covered in fake bacon, dripped in fake chocolate with fake eggs on top, and it's just like, dude, just make a salad. Like I like a salad. Just make me some good lentils. You know,
It doesn't like a good bean chili. It's
right?
vegan.
It's fine.
right?
It's exactly. I don't need you to imitate 30
So
things.
here's the thing.
Yeah.
My lady person's best friend is vegan, and so she likes cooking for her, and so she does the thing that you all hate, where she's like, I gotta go find how to make vegan chocolate chip cookies. I'm like, no, just make get a salad. Just go do the thing.
Why are you guys so obsessed with salads? I mean, I eat a whole food plant-based diet. I hate salads. Everything I eat.
I eat animals.
You don't like
and dairy
salads?
products.
I hate salads. They're so boring. The fact that I have to
Did I
actually
even
build.
eat pork?
I don't
You're a
want to.
loser.
I don't care. I stop short as human.
I will eat a salad that somebody else made, but the act of like making a salad's not my jam. I just don't.
I can do that.
Yeah.
There's some people talk about how alcohol is vegan. It's also gluten free.
It's true. You get all the crunchy ones. Is it organic?
All
So I
right.
get the organic
Moving on to the
grain.
game. Let's get back to the game. So I
Sorry.
got 3 people on the roof. Branton, where are you? You turn your microphone on, Brandon.
This is real. This is real. He's yelling, it's fucked up.
Yo, who was just talking?
Ari's having a moment here. Oh god, this is bad.
It's annoying. I hear them.
Is it back?
I hear you. A little, maybe.
Yeah, I think it's just updating. It was real muffled for a
Okay.
second there.
Yeah, this thing it's like, no, I know how you
The
you
focus rate?
entered.
I
Yeah,
wish I could have
the
heard
whole
all those
thing,
bugs, man.
No, I was just mouthing it the entire time. The wife is sleeping. Can't wake her up.
Of course, of course. All right, so I got Rabbit, Friend, and Cassandra on the roof. Where are you at, Mr. Branton Whiteford?
She should be covering my back. He should be on the roof with
Yeah,
me.
I'm on the roof with him.
Okay, and then we've got Zero in the car.
Getaway man.
Okay, let's activate
Doing
the
his
scene.
best Ryan Gosling.
Gosling.
Channel Drive, baby. Wear a scorpion jacket. Just do it.
Hold on a second. Why is All right, and then.
Why is Aunt suddenly looking like Ryan Gosling? I don't know. It's magic.
No, it's fine. Okay, so
Sorry, Liv.
you guys
I tried.
are on the roof, and I'm gonna say that your plank to get off this roof is. I gotta draw a little picture of it because that's the way this kind of thing is here. That's like your plank to get off the roof, okay? You already destroyed the camera that was over here.
Yeah.
Yeah, I sure did.
It's still destroyed. There's
It's
no
only been
like.
a couple of days, so yes.
Yeah. Okay.
And then other than
They have
that,
other priorities.
there's a door here. It's locked.
Yeah. So step one,
Like
I need
special
to face my fears and go fight some black ice.
Hey,
Get my ass whomped again.
you got this. I believe in you. We believe in you. Go get him, cowboy.
Yep.
Do you
Okay,
actually
here
slap
we
him on
go.
the ass? Is that what the hand gesture was?
Yeah.
You get
I'm
a
gonna
nice-
make him.
you-
I'm gonna
a
make him
child slaps you
so-
on the ass. How do you feel
I'm gonna
about
make him
that?
so uncomfortable.
Mr. Friend just purses his lips and takes out his gear, goes to work. Just not gonna. My Letty, my girlfriend, warned me that like she's goading me, that this is a thing,
Oh, we're gonna
and
have.
that I just gotta let it pass. So I'm gonna go listen to my girlfriend. I'm just gonna go do that. My character's girlfriend.
Yeah. Okay.
My girlfriend doesn't give a shit.
Right. Your girlfriend's a thing. Okay. Cool. So I have rebuilt net architectures on this game, and
Ooh.
this net architecture is on 1 actually, which was clever at the time, but it's fine. I'm going to drop you in there now,
Please do.
Mr. Friend.
I'm excited.
And then
Time to be a wizard.
activate this scene. So, that's weird. Oh, maybe because I'm not centered on it. Yeah. So you're in the lobby with the files, the log file that you found before.
Okay. Well, I know what's in the next room, supposedly.
It's
Oh,
a
wow, this
killer.
looks great. Yep. So I take out my sword.
Sword materializes.
Let's see. Cyberware. Wait. Gear. Cyberdeck slots. Here's where it says all my stuff. Great. So armor, flak, and shield are just reactionary. So they're there. All right.
They're
So I have
loaded.
my program. Yep, they're loaded. I'm going to open the door.
Mr. Friend drops his virtual reality goggles down and accesses. He feels his psychic way into the access node up there on the roof that they found previously, and slips sideways out of reality into the architecture of the network architecture of this building. He finds himself in a very austere room. The walls are like polished concrete, like block basically, and so is the floors, and the whole room itself is an elevator, and so he drops the room a floor using the control panels that lower the room.
Okay.
And when the door opens, you've already opened it. Yeah, you find yourself face to face with this little robot, which is I can turn it around. Look at that. It's a killer, and instantly you and it have to have a roll off for initiative.
It's a roll off.
It's a roll off. So in my case, it's D10 plus 8.
What? I forget this thing just absolutely wrecks.
So I rolled a 13. It automatically deals 46 damage to a random program. How many programs do you have running?
7.
Okay, so the first, what are they?
1 second, let me go back to my gear. Look, you put me on the spot. 3 swords of Riz Bolt.
Are they? Wait. They have to be active and running.
Oh, all I have is a sword and my armor, shield, and flak up.
Okay, so it's 3 armor, shield, and flak. That's 4 plus a sword. Wait, yeah, it's 4. So I'm gonna roll a 1d4. Sword, armor, shield, flak. Armor.
I can't see what you roll. It's armor.
Yeah,
okay.
I rolled for your armor, and then does your armor have a res score?
I'm checking right now.
I don't think it does.
I don't think it does either. I think it just goes kablooey.
Yeah,
but it
obliterates your armor.
Great. It did. The armor is like a 1-hit destroy anyway. So
right.
Cool.
That's kind of what the armor is supposed to do.
Yeah, it did exactly what it was supposed to do.
And now we enter an initiative, and since it's just the 2 of you, we don't need to actually go to initiative. But Black Ice, which this program is, always enters at the top of initiative. So now, after its auto round, it gets a real round to attack you.
Okay. Is this contested in any way?
Yes, it is. This is a normal attack. So let's roll. You defend against this as normal. I rolled an 8. So you'd roll your defense or defense plus, your interface plus defense plus whatever you got.
I had 17.
So it misses. And now you can return fire.
Cool. I'm going to use my katana.
Yes.
I rolled a 19.
I will roll 1d10. Front slash roll 1d10 plus. What is my defense score on here?
Mr. Friend, if only your girlfriend in Canada could be there to witness how awesome you're being right now.
4. You hit, roll damage. It's Black Ice.
Yeah, it is black ice, which means I do 14 damage to it.
Your katana swipes through it, scattering pixels and glitter and fragmentations all over the ground.
Nice.
But it staggers and comes back for more. Back to the top of the initiative, it attacks /roll 1d10. Roll
13 is what I got in defense.
1d10 plus, I think it's 6. Yeah. I should have this better programmed out, but I don't. It hits, and it now. So how many programs do you currently have running?
3.
What are they? Sword.
Sword,
flak.
and shield.
Sword, flak, and shield. Okay, 1, 2, and 3. Flak is gone.
Okay.
It's your turn to attack.
Great. I'm gonna do it to it.
Do it to it.
I'm gonna do it to it. Let me get my
it.
character. I have a lot of tabs up here, so you're gonna have to excuse me while I find my character sheet. All right. 20 to hit.
Ooh, that's basic. I don't think I can defend on that. Roll 1d10 plus 2.
That's a crit.
Yeah,
No,
you
it's
totally
not.
hit. No, crits are actually done on the damage level in this.
I
game.
know.
It's okay.
11 damage.
It de-reses. Your katana sweeps through it and scatters it to
So the rest of you, while Branton is trying to talk smack in meat space to Mr. Friend, you see him very focused, very still, and then all of a sudden just goes, "Fuck you." Yeah. And then he continues forward.
Thanks a lot.
I cannot see nothing. There's a door.
There's a door there. Yeah. So the doors are.
Is there
a little
anything in this room, or was it just?
It was just black ice.
God. All right. There's gonna be more of this shit. All right. Is it locked? Do I have to break? Is it password protected?
Give me 1 second, please.
1 second.
No, it's not locked. You can open it. If it was locked, it would lock it.
Okay. There we go. All right, I got another thing in here. What am I looking at?
You are face to face with a lich.
Oh
which
God!
Automatically gets an opportunity to use its power on you.
Why am I fighting a lich?
The Netrunners. So first things first, we both roll initiative again. The lich has a speed.
What was the last thing I was fighting?
It's called a killer of 2.
Okay. All right. Initiative. 17.
Well, this is actually a... okay, so you go first. Or rather, I should say that the lich does not automatically get to apply its effect on you. And now you may attack.
All right. 14 to hit.
4 to defend. You hit.
It's black ice, right?
Yes.
13 damage.
So, yeah. Why don't I have...
So, yeah, you take the damage instead, and Mr. Friend dies.
No,
What?
not like that.
I'm just waiting for him to destroy me.
Greg, can you just move the map?
Yeah, thanks.
So
for
they
keeping
can
me
see.
up to date. It's not that exciting. I don't know how to fix
Hey,
this situation.
It's really exciting. It's about me.
Token.
Look, I got my cyber deck out and everything.
Always.
Ari, I'm waiting for the day where you actually physically have a deck. in front of you.
It'll happen,
For
man.
this moment, you know.
Okay, you stab through it with your katana, and he's like, and it like kind of reforms as the polygons collapse back together.
What?
You hit it. You just didn't kill it.
Oh, all right. Okay.
Is it?
I didn't know if
Can you attack
some
3 times, or how does that work?
Me? Yeah, I have on my turn. I have 3 net actions I can take. So technically, I could attack 3 times.
You could, right? Okay.
Yeah. So that's my cyber deck. I don't know how many actions.
Yeah, but
the
we don't
Lich
go
has
back
on
and
its turn.
forth. Like if you
No,
get
it's
3
I
actions. If you're okay, so now it goes at the top of the initiative. That was the surprise round.
That was the surprise round. Okay.
And then I'll roll.
Wait, it got higher than me on initiative?
No, you already went. Black Ice always enters at the top of the initiative.
Oh, all right.
So defend against the 14.
God, fine. Be all.
It hits.
The luck point? Shit.
Unfortunately, you must declare your use of luck points.
Yeah, I
before you
know.
roll.
All right, I get hit. Hit me.
So on the hit, this is what happens. It does front/roll 1d6.
11 billion damage.
Front/roll actually does no damage. Okay, so your intelligence, reflex, and dexterity are lowered by 1d6 for the next hour. Largely psychosomatic effects, and they don't leave any permanent effects. But for the next hour, your intelligence, reflex, and dex are reduced by 5.
That's awful.
Yes.
Mr. Friend like shakes and shudders and then starts drooling a little.
What does that reduce your intelligence to?
Let's see my stats.
A minimum of
2.
1. Okay.
2.
Okay.
Fucking fuck. So now I'm just running on rage.
Yeah.
What it interfaces its own ability, correct? But it adds intelligence.
No, interface is interface.
Interface is interface. Okay, cool.
Yeah,
then
I'm gonna check right now. I think that your interface plus 1d10 plus program attack or block attack plus 1d. Oh,
great.
Your interface, it doesn't. It's just interface. Interface is interface.
Great. So I'm brain dead for an hour, but
you're still functional in the net.
Right. So is it my turn now?
Oh yeah.
3 attacks, baby. Banhammer 1.
Yep.
19 to hit.
Roll 1d10 plus. This one is not a killer. This one's.
I'm going berserker on him.
Yeah.
This is primordial. I'm like in my Neanderthal place.
I like Evan Hoffman's idea. Just stick him with some empire.
God, 6.
Well, he's
awful.
Your sword cuts through it and damages the little spider robot.
All right, second attack. 16.
Also a hit.
All right, 12 damage.
It de-reses.
Okay, I'm out of combat. Doesn't matter. Cool. Well, I'm stupid, but I'm still belligerent, so I'm gonna go this way.
Back on the roof for a moment.
Yes.
Are you guys attempting to bypass the lock mechanically at all, or are you just gonna wait for him to do all this?
I'm gonna take a look at it, just to get a sense of how difficult it would be.
Sure.
I'm not necessarily gonna try yet.
It seems like a fairly standard mechanical lock that has an additional servo added to it, so it could be bypassed mechanically if you so desired.
All right. Let's see. I'm actually not great at picking locks.
Okay. I mean, that doesn't mean you can't do it. I'm just saying it's good to know.
But that is not a skill I've got points in, really.
Mm-hmm.
Let's see. So it could be bypassed mechanically. Does it look like it would trigger an alarm or injure me in any way if I fail?
Yeah, so that's a I think it's a security tech roll.
Okay. That would be better. So I'm going to roll that first before I accidentally like electrocute myself. 25.
Oh my god. No, actually there is definitely not a there's no booby trap on this lock. This is a safe lock to fuck around with, as far as you can tell.
Great.
And you're reasonably confident in that.
All right. So I'm going to try and pick the lock. And I got a 14.
Yeah, a 14 will do it.
Oh, all right. So I just casually, open the door and I look over my shoulder and I'm like, you coming or?
Let's do this.
All right. And I walk down and I've got the stun baton in one hand ready just in case.
All right. Mr. Friend, who's wearing virtuality goggles so I can kind of see this is happening, just turns. His head is kind of like shaking and he goes, "Fuck him up." And then his face goes right back into staring like, I don't know, Jack Nicholson shining crazy straight ahead as he continues. I don't know, he's on a belligerent warpath to destroy this network now.
Gives him a wink and says, "Will do."
Yeah. You know what? The rabbit's gonna kind of like grab you by the shoulder, Cassandra, and just kind of like, let me take point on this. And I'm just gonna like pull out the I'm gonna sling the rabbit so it's in front of me, and then I'm my my heavy pistol in my hand. Is do you want us to stealth our way down here?
Do I want you to?
We want to.
You want me to roll for it? I'm asking you.
Yeah, if that's your plan.
Yeah. I'm gonna try to do this. Where the hell is stealth on? Oh, got it.
Where is? Oh, body skills. Okay. Stealth. I rolled an 11.
Okay.
Mm-hmm.
Good to know.
What does this look like, Greg? Paint me a picture.
Yeah. So as you guys, I'm
picture.
gonna pull you into the scene. Actually, in fact, I was just prepping a few minor things. So let me put you are the rabbit and Cassandra are on a stairwell here, and I didn't put a light in there, but I should have put a light in there, so I'm gonna do that right now. Okay, and activate the scene.
Activate scene.
Yeah, you guys find yourself on a plaswood stairwell. The floorboards are plaswood, which is like an artificial plastic wood kind of polymer. And there's a short, like the wall comes partway down and then it's open on its side into a hallway, so that like imagine it's like a hallway, and then on the one side the wall keeps going, and on the other side it's cut away to open to like the space on its side. So if you were to peer around that way, you would see that. You rolled an 11 for stealth?
I did, yeah.
Yep. Okay, so that's not terrifically stealthy. And you find and the floor is the same like plastic wood flooring. The walls are peeling. It's like someone took like this poured some kind of like cast in place poured plastic composite material, but then covered it with a very old looking plaster that is now peeling away and revealing like the weird high tech shit underneath it. And because like this is actually a very new building built in a very modern way to imitate a very old building. So everything that looks old and worn down is ersatz, but is also falling apart because it's basically been in a war zone for the past 35 years.
Okay. I am going to activate.
There's a single like LED lamp on the ceiling above you that is providing some illumination.
Okay. I'm going to activate my combat awareness and
Yep.
use threat detection, which will
So
give
what
me
does that do?
+1 to any awareness check.
Okay.
And I think I'm going to utilize that because I'm assuming that is the skill that would use somewhat like perception. Or to like hear.
Perception is an awareness check, so it's a kind of an awareness check, and you might want to roll that.
Yes. Hold on, I gotta get
And
back
I'll
there.
give you a quick tell of what you can detect on your roll.
Oh, that makes a lot more sense. Okay, yeah, I'm just gonna roll straight perception. How you doing over there, Greg?
Someone was asking in chat if I was actually drinking Blue Label, and I am, because I said fuck it at the liquor store the other day and I bought some. I'd never had it. It's pretty nice.
So that's a 24.
A 24 is an excellent roll. And immediately you detect that there's a camera right here. Do you see that little tagger?
Mm-hmm.
And also you have the distinct sense that you're not alone in this floor, that there's at least a couple of people breathing, moving around somewhere on this floor.
Yeah, so then I'm gonna just...
You also have an awareness that you guys came down the stairs fucking loud. And that, like, you've probably done a bad job of being invisible if that was your goal.
Okay. Yeah, so then I'm just gonna, like, put the finger up to, like, wait.
What weapon are you packing right now in your hands?
Well, I got the rabbit across my chest and then my heavy pistol in my hand, but I have my rifle on my back too.
How much ammunition are you carrying for both of your guns?
Currently...
And I bring this up because we've changed, me and Gerdefall, mostly Gerdefall, changed the way that he created a ammunition system, although none of your weapons are showing up in your character sheet right now. Oh yeah, there they are.
Under the gear.
And you see where it says ammo? I'm going to set all of your guns to full. So if you look at assault rifle, heavy pistol, and the rabbit.
Wait, where are you looking at it?
Go to combat tab of your character sheet, and then go to weapon inventory rolls, which is like just underneath your luck pool.
Ammo 0.
Well, I just refreshed them, so close your character sheet and reopen it.
Full.
Or hit full, yeah. So
okay.
the full button will reload it, and then the -1 will subtract 1 bullet. Boop, 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 boop. So the thing to do is to know how many magazines of ammunition you have. How many reloads do you have total? And that's going to be true for everybody, by the way. This system is still kind of being refined, I think, over the long haul, but for right now, it's totally functional as is. Even if it takes like a little scratch paper to be like, well, I've got 10 magazines, or I got 5 magazines, or whatever. I think it's reasonable for you to be carrying either 3 or 6 magazines for your assault rifle and 4 for your pistol. I think that's reasonable. If you want to make an argument that you would have come in with more ammo than that, that's fine.
No, you're talking about magazines.
Yeah, full magazines.
Yeah, okay. No, I'm okay with that. I would bring a lot more of the heavy pistol than the assault rifle anyway.
Oh, you'd bring more for the heavy pistol? The
We're
assault
going
rifle's
into...
burst fire, so...
Yeah, but if you look at the, whatchamacallit, the sheet, the range on it is a little bit further away. I feel like we're going to be in close quarters here.
So on this, okay, then that's fine. Then I'll say that you brought 10 magazines for your pistol, and 2 for your assault rifle.
At least if I read this right.
Yeah, no, I think you're right. The assault rifle would suck in close combat. All right, and so you are making your way down this stairway.
I'm gonna tell everybody. Wait here, and I'm gonna make my way up to this. I'm just gonna lean back and tell Cassandra there's a camera right on the opposite wall, and there's definitely people that heard us come in here, right on the other side of this wall here, like this one.
All right.
Yeah, you see where the wall runs out there, exactly. But the stairs continue.
We're relying on Mr. Friend to take care of
the cameras
and the security systems.
I think we should just wait here. If anybody gets that corner, we blow somebody up.
Mr. Friend, smash!
Okay, back to the net architecture then. Mr. Friend opens this door, I assume. And you discover 2 ravens, which appear to have 0 hit points, but that's not true. I should not... yeah, I'm going to reprogram these. Let me, Raven. 15. Yeah, so 2 small ravens are sitting on the floor. I think actually the book describes them as wearing a knight's armor and carrying a tiny lance in this context. A raven adorned in plate armor wielding a glowing white lance.
Like under their wing or in their beak?
Under their wing, like they're ready to go. Like they're very cute. He's a little knight.
Both of them.
Both of them, when you come up, they lift their visor, nod chivalrously, and then lower it.
Oh, fuck these guys! I'm fucking off. They're going down.
So
initiative.
Yes. So we're gonna do the snap initiative first. And
I got it a 14.
Speed of 4. I gotta roll twice. Just roll 1d10 plus 4. An 11 you beat. From such roll 1d10 plus 4, a 6. Okay, so I think the way this works is that they still enter the top of the initiative, but they only attack as normal. Whereas if they beat you on that, then their effect immediately takes hold. I think that, if I'm not mistaken, that's how Black Ice works. It sucks.
It's Black Ice. It's meant to be bad. So hurt me.
Front/roll attack is 4. 1d10 plus 4. So an 8 on the 1.
14.
Yeah, front/roll 1d10 plus 4. And a... What happened there? Why did my roll not fire? Front/roll 1d10 plus 4. A 7. Roll again for your defense. 17. What is your stats? Where are you getting that d10 plus 4 plus 7?
I'm just using the hacking section and clicking what was pre set up.
Okay. Okay, no worries.
Hold on, let me try clicking this thing. I got a 16 now. I was just rolling interface.
No, so the interface, you have to do it manually for the future. I think that we've been doing it this way. It's fine because your rolls are like orders of magnitude better than mine, and it's because that part of the character sheet is broken right now. It needs to be reprogrammed, and apparently it's a big job to do it, like surprisingly large.
I just rolled manually a 14.
Thank you. Because it's accounting for your intelligence, which it shouldn't do.
Got it. Well, I rolled a 14 on a real roll.
That's fine. You defended. Okay, so in that case, it's your turn.
Alrighty. So then let me to manually roll everything. Let me look up my attack real quick.
So you have a sword.
Yeah, I'm just looking up it should add 1, I believe. 1. Yeah.
So it's your interface plus 1 is your attack.
Yep.
And then the Raven defends with a 2. You hit?
Oh wow, really? That was a bad roll for me.
I mean, I only get a d10 plus 2 to defend, so.
All right.
You give it plus 5.
3d6 is 5.
Okay.
That was first attack. Yeah.
Through this Raven and do some damage. Do you see the little life bar?
Yep,
on it,
I do see their life bars. That's pretty cool.
I don't know if that was. I didn't know if I had it set up for you to see or not.
I see it. I don't know if you want me to or not.
No, yeah, you can see it. It's fine.
Alrighty, this is my second attack. Same Raven. 12 to hit.
I think a tie goes to the defender. Yes, it does. So that's the Raven blocks. You come in with your sword, this huge katana, and the Raven just like holds up its little white hot lance and stops this giant katana.
Wait, what is it? What does it sound like again?
All right.
You have one more.
7 to hit. Ugh.
Yeah, no. An 11. Totally
Yeah,
defended.
all right. Yeah, defended. That was a bad turn for me, folks.
Are you guys still going to hang out in the stairway?
Yeah, I mean, I feel like we have no idea what's going on with him. So I feel like we just got the backs up against the wall, just waiting for the waiting for either them to come around the corner so we can, at least we can chop one right in the face right there.
Yep.
Or the cameras get taken out.
Can we communicate through our agents with Mr. Friend, or is
We have a radio on.
You can
Also,
communicate
because-
via radio,
Quiet.
and also you could actually communicate via agents.
yeah?
Yeah,
so
I guess. Yeah, all right.
I want to do it more quietly since we know there's a camera right there and somebody's on the same floor. And just tell Mr. Friend, we've got cameras here and we're not alone. How are things going up there?
You just get a garbled message. Fucking birds!
Just look back out. It's like, I don't see any birds. What is he talking about?
And then I ask, Rabbit, did he take the Empire too?
I mean, I don't
So Zero, you're sitting in the car, that armored black car with the red interior, and you're keeping the engine hot, and you're on the other end of the block. It's a it's a pretty busy thoroughfare. It's beat up. It's in the combat zone, but like, shit's going on down here. Like, this is not like the abandoned, like somehow in the span of a block. And as a guy who used to live in Bushwick before it was Bushwick, I can tell you that this is how it was. In the span of a block, it's like, over there, it's there's nothing going on. It's dead. And then over here, there's like a bodega, and there's people living here, and it's rough, and it's not good. And there's definitely like everybody's packing a lot of heat, and there's like illegal nightclubs, or like not illegal because nothing's illegal, but like unlicensed nightclubs going on. Cars are coming and going. Like, this is like, you could disappear into a crowd over here. You're feeling pretty good about this. A very corporate looking, very serious black Maybach sedan, which is a very expensive car for those of you who know what cars are, drifts up across the way from you, and you see a very slick looking crew get out of the car. 4 dudes all carrying briefcases, all handcuffed to their wrists, wearing very slick, like very, what do you call it? Form-fitting Italian suits. Not Italian suits, form-fitting Japanese suits, actually. Not form-fitting either. Well-tailored business suits. And also, I'm using the words wrong.
Slim cut.
And they definitely are some kind of a very heavy security detail in disguise. They are, they have cyber, some kind of cyber shit coming out of their heads, like sensor arrays and shit like that, but like slick, like kind of hidden. And a lady that you instantly recognize as Lishan Takebana drifts out of the car with them, and the 5 of them disappear up an alleyway, looking quite suspiciously out of view. And on that, I think we should call it quits here because it's 1:20 in the morning, and that is it's late. We usually stop at 1. we got a real late start, but things move slow in the game of Cyberpunk on the internet. I feel like if I was not live streaming this, I could get through this game a lot more smoothly, but you know.
I wouldn't say like when we're actually playing that it's a speed problem, but getting the engine started, yeah, definitely
Well, we definitely 100% tracked down the problem that we were having with the sound.
I'm glad
that will not
this
happen
problem
next week. Yeah.
But then we'll find the new problem next week.
Don't say that. There won't be a no. We've got.
Why are you gonna do that, man? You gonna jinx us?
So we didn't do experience points last week, and I actually had it in my head that maybe we would just do experience points in larger sums as like plot lines, as like quest lines resolve. So if that's
I like that more.
Yeah, if you guys are fine with that, that's fine. I don't think we need to talk about experience points tonight.
Yeah.
We'll do a big experience dump when this whole thing with the bronze resolves, however it resolves. But everybody did a great job. I thought this was what we got to actually do here was super fun. Lots of great role playing. Everybody's great. And I thank you to the audience who managed to stick around. Because holy shit, this sucks. But I think that, I'm not joking. We definitely tracked down the big bad bug. That is not going to plague us anymore. And I think that even though there's been some weird visual things in our cameras, that OBS Ninja is significantly better, at least from my perspective, than even Skype was. So I am hoping that that's good. Thank you guys all for being a friend, and we'll see you next week. And we are, and I should actually do this every week, we're Liz, who plays Cassandra. I want to make it Cassandra. I don't know why, but it's Cassandra. It's Cassandra. She's from like the north side of Night City. I don't know why I've decided that Night City has that accent on the north side. And Zero, who is played by my friend Anthony, fortunate to be the husband of Liz. My Ari, who is playing as Ari,
Mr. Friend,
who plays as Mr. Friend, the Night Runner, and also has his own live stream that you should check out called Destined for Failure.
Destined for Failure. I play Destiny badly. Check it out.
It's true. He's terrible. I've seen it. And John, who owns Hungry Fox Minis and keeps threatening to get into live streaming in his own right. HungryFoxMinis.com, is that it?
Yeah, all the 3D printed terrain, yeah. Yep, all kinds of war games, stuff like that, Warhammer. Yeah, D&D setups.
Of the crew here, I've known John and Anthony since high school, actually. The rest of you guys are newcomers in my mind.
Newcomers? I've known you since shortly after.
Second wave.
Yeah, I've known you for like 20 years, actually, I think.
Yeah.
Ari. But it's new. I'm old now, so.
Yeah, that's...
It's like when your grandparents, when you were a kid, they'd be like, Bethany, well, we just saw her 6 years ago. I don't think we need to hurry. I think that's fine.
Great. We go back to the 90s, man.
Yeah,
that's right.
90s.
Back in the 90s.
All right, I can't claim that.
And Ari Rubin, voice actor extraordinaire.
That's me.
You can check out his work on The Incredible Dr. Pole, in Fallout New Vegas, in the Metro series.
We have to stop talking about Fallout New Vegas because I think it's a good 10 years old.
Yeah, no, but you don't understand that people still really play that game.
The game is a phenom. That's a phenom. That game really
people
has
love Fallout New
weight in the
Vegas.
community. We can stop. Ari, if talking about your work makes you uncomfortable in any way, let me know. Give me a bio that I'm allowed to read for you. Have your people talk to my people.
You got it.
And all right, guys, that's the end of the show for tonight. Thank you for being a friend, and say goodnight, Gracie.
Night, Gracie.
Night, Gracie.